It could. Either way, we are going to start the game. It is now 7:05. Well, 5:05 actually for me here on your guys' time. So we're going to actually start.
What are we going to do about the people who are not?
Their turns will pretty much just be either skipped, or if they're not going to show up at all, I will just assume that they've stayed on the ship itself.
Kill them. Okay.
No, have them shoot. Like, I mean, Czar, he's not going to show up. So.
Yeah, Czar, I've moved onto the ship. Basically, he's going to be in a sense, just guarding the airlock door.
He got bored and left.
He's like, "What? The alarm's going off? I better check to make sure that I didn't leave the coffee pot on."
Didn't leave my quiche in the oven.
Did I leave the stove on? Do you want to do that?
Did I leave my space stove on in my spaceship with my space pie?
Yeah.
I thought you said I left my keys in the oven.
Oh!
That's what I thought you said.
I said quiche.
Yeah.
Not keys.
My space stove's keys. I forgot them in the oven.
I need my keys to start my space stove. It's gas powered.
I forgot to refill the headlight fluid on the spaceship.
Oh my god. I need to buff my headlights.
Oh no, I forgot that I took out the carburetor of my spaceship, and now I need to put it back in.
Oh my god.
And then we're gonna just show back up, like,
we just die.
Like half dead, and we're just gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, by the way, guys, there will be basically XP will be classed as power. So each of you will get like after each mission, there'll be power some if you manage to get power, that will go. Some will go to the ship, and then there'll be XP will basically be what you get for personal power, which you can then use to upgrade your suits or your weapons.
Okay.
All right. Anyway,
Wait,
I would greatly appreciate it if you guys could do your best to decommission them, these droids, without actually breaking them.
Ah, shit. How do we go about doing that?
Shoot them, but don't fuck them up that bad, you know.
What?
Okay, try and leave them intact. I want to use them. So
I'll talk to my bullets before they leave my gun. Like, hey, don't be too rough on this guy. All right? We want him intact.
Look. No, just don't. Just try not to. Just try not to. Fuck. Okay, just when you shoot.
I know what you're trying to say. It's just kind of funny though, the way you're saying it.
Be aim good and don't kill the damn things by just blowing them up. If any of you have grenades, don't use them unless you really need to.
Alright, I'll make sure to turn on the
This is basically XCOM. If you blow them up, you don't get the body parts.
Yeah.
Or so you're making the assumption anyway.
Does that make sense?
Well, no. An explosion would be significantly more damaging than if you shoot it and you just accident. If you throw a grenade and the thing just fucking kills just melts all of the wires, then it's completely worthless. But if you just shoot it and you accidentally sever a wire or two, then that's a lot easier to fix.
Yep.
So just be careful, please. And if you're about to die, then yeah, I don't really care. Just go ahead.
If you're about to die, try not to hurt the bot before you die.
Yeah, if you're about to die, then that's fine. Go ahead and kill it however you need to, but...
Oh, they're about to play along with the meme. If you're about to die, just die.
No, I'm not saying that the robots are worth more than your lives. I'm saying that the robots are worth about the same as your lives.
Oh, I see.
Look, alright, the crew's lives are worth slightly more.
I understand what you're saying.
And that's coming from the captain of the ship. It's like, these little drones, the Mark 1 drones, are more important than all your lives.
No, I'm not saying they're more important. I'm saying they're slightly less important, just barely.
That's a pretty good backpedal, my dude. I'm just kidding. No, that's not.
Okay, look. In fairness, I hate the guts of like in character. I hate the guts of like 4 of you.
Why? Oh yeah, because you're for some reason a space Nazi.
Yeah, I'm a space racist.
Why?
It's a
Why
whole
do you
backstory
decide that?
It's
It's a whole backstory thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's backstory.
Okay.
You're not
I got
racist,
kicked
you're
out
just
of your
racist. It's kind of like what I
Yeah.
say. I'm not a
Speciesist.
racist, I'm just a political idealist.
Yeah. I actually
What does that mean?
am fine with Ruby because you're just a Quarian, so you're good.
Yeah.
You don't have any clothes, you're good.
I'm not one of these fucking freaks.
Yeah, you're not a space furry. You're good. You're just a purple human or
Hey,
something.
don't diss the space furries.
I know, I really
No, I
regret
will.
letting people to do that. I should have just said,
No,
you're gonna
or
be
you.
humans. Like, initially,
alright,
at the
if-
start, I should have
Look,
just said, you'll have
if any of them so much as try walking around naked, I am going to shoot them. I don't
Why
care.
would they walk around naked? We die if we walk around naked.
Some of them have Lavitz actually had to argue with a few of them. I'm not joking.
With Shadow, I literally...
That was about the rooms, wasn't it?
No, Zara and I
No,
spent
actually
like
wearing
an hour,
space clothes.
spent over half an hour trying to convince him just to change his name from Shadow.
Oh yeah, but that's because Shadow's like stuck in his ways. So I mean, yeah, that was basically talking to a brick wall. Surprised he even got it to budge at all.
Half an hour of both of us going non-stop, and I don't know, maybe
I'm so
he
sorry about that.
I
wasn't
was
listening.
there.
He was assuming that
it took me,
that he
it
had to
took me
play.
enough time to make food and then eat it for them to finish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, I think he
Makes sense.
thought we wanted him to change, like, personalities and all of that. But we
for
just
the
said,
Turning
no,
Point
use a different
group
character
at Penn
name,
State.
so then we can
Yeah.
differentiate
So to cease
between
being funded,
Netherworld
cease being
Dragoons and
endorsed by the
Space
university.
Dragoons.
Because they've
Which actually, ironically, doesn't change anything because when I was talking to Lavitz about my character yesterday, he was like, "Who?" I'm like, "Space Kamiko." And he's like, "Oh."
Well, I haven't
Okay.
memorized
Oh, yeah,
the
that
names
one.
yet. I haven't memorized the names yet. We haven't even done the first round of combat yet.
Yeah, well, we're mid combats. My dog is freaking out. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. No, actually, only you and Shadow have actually taken a turn, and 2 security drones.
It's
So-
Ray's turn next.
And 2, it actually starts up your turn again, Ruby. 1 round
nice.
hasn't even gone.
Oh,
Now, you all remember what you need to do,
Yeah.
what you were doing on this ship? I know it was like 2 weeks ago, so...
Yeah, we were
like
checking
looking
for
around
parts.
basically.
Yeah, we were checking for parts.
Yep, you were
And
looking
before
for
any of you go,
parts
"Oh,
and
well,
power.
I triggered the alarm." Yeah, I did, but according to Lavitz, that would have happened anyway at some point. So
Yeah.
this would have happened. It's just that I made it happen faster. You're welcome.
You sped up the process.
Basically, what
Yes.
would have happened is if you basically picked anything up or tampered with the power or something like that, it would have triggered the alert because the system is so damaged. It's just the entire
Literally
database
anything
is
would have
basically
done it, yeah.
gone. So basically, it can't recognize friend from foe.
If one of you guys had tried taking the escape pods out, we would have just had them swarm us. So don't bother. You can't blame me. It was all.
You can't blame me. Let's just keep that on a regular remembering.
blame
It
me.
was
I'm your
my
uncle.
fault.
I'm your uncle.
Wow, that was some weird. I didn't like that sentence. I
Alright.
didn't like that
Okay.
sentence at all.
Look, as your uncle, you can't shoot me.
I don't like that sentence either. Well, I mean, I guess that has a much wider, like, range of, like, context it should be. It would make sense, but the first one only had a few contexts, and I don't like any of them.
Yeah, I'm not getting any
Yeah.
context, and I'm just kind of creeped out. I'm just getting like Oni-chan vibes here.
Yeah.
Alrighty, either way, let's start. Ray, it is currently your turn.
Yeah.
There's a drone in front of you.
It's only my turn because you. Can you shut
Yeah, it's
the
your
fuck
turn.
up, Ruby?
What? What'd I do?
You
Not be
existed.
quiet.
You existed, and you
Bully.
pissed off Ray.
You're a bully.
I'm
Do I
gone.
have to? I will go over there and slap both of you. I swear to God.
You can't do that. It's illegal.
I'm a Ukrainian. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
What do you mean? Okay.
As a space Ukrainian, you cannot do this.
Space Ukrainian Sukablet.
Yeah, I'm sneaky breaky.
We're going in all sneaky biggy like.
Either way,
Oh shit! Can you
Ray,
actually speak
there
Ukrainian?
are currently alarms going off.
No.
Oh no, the alarms have stopped actually. No, but there's.
Yeah, you're welcome for that as well.
Yep. So it is your turn, Ray. What do you plan to do?
Now it's actually not my turn. You just forgot to skip to the next step on the turn order.
Oh, did you? Oh, sorry. Okay, it is Security Drone's turn, and I've just got to figure out which one he is.
It's the one that used to be next to Tsar, but now that Tsar is gone, he can't do anything. So
Yep. Okay. Well, it's just going to
it's next
stand by
to
until
Sidran, but Sidran can't do anything.
until it spots a target. It's just going to stand still, and I'll just skip its turn, just like Sid's basically going to skip her turn.
Sidran cannot see, so she just doesn't do anything.
She kind of
She's
just
like a
stands
T-Rex.
there.
Okay.
Idle.
She's like a T-Rex. Her attack is based on movement.
Oh.
Which one is this? Oh, okay.
That's the one that also would have been targeting Tsar, probably, but that's gone.
No, this next one. It's this one. Down.
Oh, yeah. So I don't. Oh,
Okay, it is Zar's turn. Zar is currently guarding the ship, so I'll just skip him. This map is too bloody big.
you're the one who made it.
I know, and I cursed myself for it. Okay, this one.
Frickin' Australians.
This one hasn't been activated.
Yeah,
yet,
over-exceeding
so I'll skip it there.
expectations, gosh.
Okay, Kamiko, it is your turn.
Alright, let's take a quick. I'm just gonna zoom in on this horribly pixelated battlefield.
Hey, you know how much bullshit I had to do to get all these sections to line up?
That's
With the
fair.
exception of this spot here.
Yeah, I can understand, but that one is still bullshit right there. Anyway, so if I go over here, if I go over here, it will allow me to see the thing that I'm supposed to be shooting.
You'll
Yes.
instantly
Even if you come here, you'll be able to see it. The
Alright,
line.
well, I'm gonna
So
go over
basically,
here.
anything between there, in that area, if that is showing.
I'm gonna go over here.
Okay.
I need to move this way anyway, so
Yep.
yeah. So I just move up 1, 2, 3, and let's just see. I think that should be in range.
Yep. And that was just
So there goes the bot.
that.
Okay.
Yep.
So
I got a
now
wee bit
I'm just
spook.
gonna shoot my rifle,
Alright.
Shoot your video game
and I
gun.
miss.
And you miss. Okay. It is Security Drone's turn. Where is he?
Which one is this one?
I don't know anymore. That one hasn't been activated. Okay.
This is what happens when you let Australians do anything.
Why is you such a bully?
I'm a
It's
Canadian.
bullying poor Lavitz.
I thought
Look,
Canadians
alright.
were supposed to be nice and apologetic.
Yeah, man.
That's a stereotype. Stereotypes, while generally true, are not true when you have Canadians in D&D who are playing Ukrainians in space.
That's a very niche situation, but I guess
Yes,
because
it
of
is.
that, I respect it.
I will blame
So-
the Ukrainians.
We
Yeah,
have
I
a
mean-
whole rule book on when we can and cannot be polite. It's given to us. It's really specific.
Funny. Here you
So,
go, here,
tabletop
bud. Here's your rule book and your maple syrup.
Yeah, if I was playing as anyone but the most highest ranking officer in the crew, then I would be polite. But because I'm not,
You should be extra polite. You should be setting an example for your crew.
look, alright, they're furries.
Hey, not all of them are.
Okay, 4 out of 5 of my crew are furries. In space.
I love that.
This cannot stand.
No, sorry. This is the
I'm not
crew
gonna-
you were given, not the crew you chose.
I'm not gonna sit here.
It's
and
not the
take
crew he
this,
needs,
okay?
it's
I'm
the crew he
standing right now.
deserves.
I'm standing.
Yeah, this isn't the crew he needs, crew he deserves.
Okay.
It isn't the crew I need or deserve.
Okay.
That's the crew you deserve. Let's be honest.
Ruby,
No.
Yeah.
it charges up its lasers and it fires at you.
Oh, did it hit me?
No, it misses you.
Nice. Does it
And
hit the guy right next to me?
And the second shot it fires, it misses as well.
Is any of these hitting the guy right next to me?
The first one was
No.
at you, the second one was at him.
Oh, okay.
They missed
And
both.
they both missed. This one can't seem to hit for shit. I rolled a 5 and a 6.
That one, right?
Yeah.
This one, yeah.
It's
Alright.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
an
Just making
excellent.
sure.
It's an, you can kill that one. Only ones that hit are on my team.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Those
Sidran.
shit aims.
Sid, I'll just...
Sidran is still really upset that a Ukrainian is in charge, so she
Oh.
doesn't do anything. Me.
Oh, she just kind of just like sits there crossed arms like, I'm not doing nothing. Till that
No,
bitch comes down.
I was actually there when she got introduced to the whole thing. So she comes on, and then she just hears me on the comms with a little bit of static going, "Hey, new guy, get over here!" Because I can't fucking see who's actually here. I can only see that there's someone new coming in.
Oh,
And so,
okay.
yeah, I think
Alright.
that might have upset.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Shields were supposed to be green, weren't they?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's a green.
There we go. I've got this one's,
At blue,
yeah, I had a
It's
mix
special
up.
shield.
it's a special shield that doesn't exist anymore because it's
I have
only
a
meant
common
for
level.
robots.
I have a common rarity shield. They have a rare rarity shield.
You have the shield for the plebeians. They have the shield for the robot plebeians.
Okay.
If the shield is red, then that's an incredibly good shield.
Can
But
you
if
say
it's
that
blue,
again?
You have the
Plebeians.
plebeian. Yeah, the plebeian.
The plebeian.
Okay, Ray, this one is taking... This one here is taking a shot at you.
Does it hit?
Go figures.
Whoa,
It hits for
holy
4
shit.
damage.
You just hear you just hear some light clapping in Ukrainian in the distance.
And
You
then
know
it
what? I
fires
hear
at
an
you, Kimiko.
Ukrainian logging off.
Wait, what? Oh, you left. Hello?
Oh,
Okay, I thought I lagged out. Okay,
No.
he did just leave.
Why did he leave?
No idea. He said some meme about a Ukrainian and then left.
Okay, and the second shot comes at you, Kimiko, and hits you for 4 damage. Roll
Ooh.
max. I've rolled max damage for these fuckers, literally 4 times or 3 times in a row.
I'm going to continue doing a Ukrainian golf clap.
He
You know
just
what?
shoots
That's-
you and you go, I like that one.
Now that's what this
It's
is
got
all about.
it's got some
Removing
spunk
from
to it.
gaming.
It's got some moxie to it. Alright, well, no, I get to shoot people. I'm just kidding. I know I'm next.
Robots aren't people.
Yeah, they are. I'm just kidding. No, they're
No,
not.
they
Fuck the sense.
Look, alright, people aren't robots and robots aren't people.
That's
No.
true. Well, some people are basically robots.
Whoa. Are you saying, look, alright,
Yeah, what? What's up? What's up?
that's really rude to me.
How's
I'm
it
not
rude?
a
How's it
robot.
rude? Yeah, well, so then why would you be offended? Some people are robots. I'm
I
represent-
am a
I'm being-
robot. I'm offended.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
You're a
offended.
robot, and I'm saying that you exist. How's that offensive?
Fuck, what's
It
going
is.
on? Everything
It's offensive because I confirm that you exist. I'm so sorry.
Yes, exactly.
my bloody roll
I mean,
20 keeps disconnecting for some reason.
SMH my head.
SMH my head indeed, sir. This is not a
don't get
very
me
epic
started.
gamer moment.
Okay,
Please, someone get
Gala's
way
turn.
back.
Oh shit, I forgot that's my name. I want to shoot him.
Which one? This one?
Stunning and
One
great.
right in front of me. Hold on. Yeah. I want to shoot him in the face. I'm gonna roll
Yeah,
my
that's the
meme.
one that doesn't have shields, right? I think
No,
you're
the
taking
one-
the
Light
shield
blaster.
One of them's lost its shields. I can't remember which one it was.
one. I think it was the one Ruby attacked last time, or Shadow, one of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I shot that one. That was my attack. Oh, I shoot at him. I don't know if I hit or
Okay.
not. Oh,
You hit for 6.
noise.
The shields disappear on that one?
Hmm.
Oh, the shields weren't okay. I think you
No,
got
this one had its shields stopped, I think. Oh,
Oh.
bloody hell.
Can we get Ray back, please?
Sorry, wait a
I don't know
second.
where he went.
something's going on, and all of them are bloody linked to the freaking main
All
one.
of them are the same. You kill one and they just all die. It's like Sectoids in XCOM 1, you know, when they have mind meld, or if you kill the bot, the one doing the meld, the other one dies.
I was thinking more about the Phantom Menace when they destroy like that main main base, and then all the droids shut down and die.
Oh yeah. Because XCOM, and that was a good.
Okay.
Dude, that was the best movie ever.
Phantom Menace.
Look, all right.
Yeah, the best movie.
No.
Yeah.
No, the best Star Wars movie was Episode 2.
Oh,
It wasn't too bad.
that's Clone Wars, right? And am I being stupid?
That's Clone Wars.
Attack of the Clones.
Oh, Attack of the Clones.
Clone Wars happened between 2 and 3.
Yeah, I forgot that's a show. Yeah, Attack of the Clones. That was a cool movie. I like the Battle of Genosha.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were 2 series. There was the animated one, which partly really stupid. In the original animated one, as opposed to 3D animated one.
3D animated one was good.
Yeah, but the original one between
the weird 2D one where like Anakin looked really weird. Oh, I didn't like that one.
You know that big crusher thing? The only thing that with Mace Windu, literally the only reason that's of any relevance is because in that battle neither side had any kind of air support at all, which is retarded. Like,
weird.
its only weapon is the big crush thing, but it's completely it's completely worthless if you have any kind of air force
to just bombard it.
Yeah, because they don't have any defenses on it other than that.
All right, back to the game.
Wait.
Let's go.
One question just before. What the hell was the big crush?
Wasn't it like that?
Yeah, it was that mining ship that was piloted by droids that killed like a bunch of clone troopers in one thing because it just like smashed the army.
Was this in the was it in the movies or the cartoon?
It was in the original Clone Wars series that came out between 2002 and 2005.
Are you talking? You mean the one where it was like 2D?
2D, yeah,
one where it actually shows like Grievous slaughtering the shit out of other Jedi, and Mace Windu crushing his lungs and shit.
Oh yeah, he still did some of that shit in the 3D one. He was really good.
Yeah, Grievous was a badass in that in between those shorts. Because what were they? They're only 5 minutes.
He was
shorts.
also really good in the Clone Wars animated, or the 3D one. But
yeah, I didn't watch them. I just at that time when that was all coming out. Like when most of those cartoon ones were coming out, it was just as I was leaving high school, so I just didn't have time to watch them. I was either doing my studies
one of
high
the,
school, or I was working.
One of the episodes of the 3D ones is just made like completely well, no, there's an entire 3-episode arc that's just completely made useless by episode 8 of Star Wars, you know, because of the hyperspace kamikaze thing. Because they've got the Separatists have this massive ship, and it's capable of like disabling an entire fleet of Republic cruisers. So it's like, oh yeah, you know, it's this really threatening thing, and it's headed towards a really important medical. And so, you know, they launch an attack to try and disable it.
Well, here's the thing.
Literally
anything
what they
Disney has made is non-canon. In my head and in most fans' thing, Disney's Star Wars is non-canon. Soon as like the expanded universe is canon, anything under George Lucas is canon. Everything from Disney, non-canon. Fuck it, it can die in a fire.
But the problem is, then it kind of actually ends up being canon just because of, which is fucking terrible. But yeah.
Right.
Can we get Ray back on?
I've texted Ray. I haven't got a reply yet from him. Sid's going to be 20 to 40 minutes late, depending on traffic. And Ray, I guess
I'm gonna
something's
text him
come up
that
because
he's missing
he had to
Star Wars.
disappear pretty quickly. Normally he gives an explanation, but yeah. Either way, Ruby, you've still got one more attack.
Did he block me? I think he blocked me.
Why would he block? I don't think he blocked you.
Well, apparently my text to him that he's missing really good Star Wars discussion just like instantly went red.
That sometimes happens in Discord. It happened to me quite a few times. I remember when I was texting Ruby a long time ago, it just kept going red, and I wasn't blocked by it as far as I know.
Oh, okay. So the Yo one failed, but then the you're missing really good Star Wars discussion didn't. So yeah, now he knows.
Sorry, second attack, Ruby. Do you want to attack it again, or do you want to move? You got 15 movement, or you can attack again.
Kill it.
Ruby? Is she gone, has she?
I have
Yo,
no idea.
sorry, I had to help my mom with bird-related things.
Oh, yep. You've got a second attack.
Oh, I do? Really? Holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah, you
I
have
just did the one, now shoot it again.
Same concept as Netherworld Dragoons.
Yeah, I forget about that you have 2 actions.
Yep.
Ah, ooh, 19. Nah, if only it was a 20.
Close. Either way, you shoot a hole out of it. It's still alive,
Oh.
but it is quite
Yeah.
damaged. Its shields are gone, and yeah, it is currently looking at you very angrily. Okay, this
I didn't
one.
know no robots could display emotion, but alright.
Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to
I'm
make.
willing to make. Thank you, Lord Tarquad. Very cool.
Okay,
I fucking love Shrek. That was such a good movie.
Dude, it's timeless.
And then the second one was good too, and then the third one was
Yeah.
awful.
well, of course,
What's
he was
the plot
played.
of the third one again?
He was played by John Cleese.
The
So
plot of the
obviously it
third
was
one
quality.
was
Wait, in
Frog.
3 he wasn't Michael Myers?
no, the frog guy. You know, the king who turned it back into a frog.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died, and they played a sad song rendition of "Live and Let Die."
Oh, I remember that scene, yeah.
Yeah, and then Shrek becomes king, and then they go on like a quest to find King Arthur because he's the only other one who could be king.
Oh, yeah, because he's like, I
And
didn't
then
want
they go into like a high school. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, channel
and
was Jon
this-
Snow. I don't want it.
yeah. Apparently,
queen.
yeah. Apparently, the original version of Shrek 3 was going to be almost entirely focused around Arthur instead of having Shrek at all until Shrek just shows up and goes, "Yeah, you're king."
So it's basically the Force Awakens.
So it was really really going to be
Yeah.
awful, but then it became slightly less awful.
At
And then they made Shrek 4,
at
which
the end,
is
Arthur walks up
Isn't
on top of a
it
hill and sees
Rumpelstiltskin?
Shrek, and then
yeah,
the credits.
that's the one with Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah.
King's wait, what was the Prince what or what?
Prince Charming.
No, the one that's 3 is about the 3.
Yeah,
The guy you just said.
Prince Charming.
King. Oh no, King. What the one that you're talking about? That's the only other king.
Arthur.
Yeah, Prince King Arthur. He's like,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
that
he's
one.
like a high schooler.
Yeah, no, but imagine like it's how you all were saying how I focus on him, and then Shrek comes in. He's in his bed late at night, thinking about this premonition of a large green man coming to his bedroom and having anal sex with him, and then it happens. Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
No. Arthur's just like sitting there going, "Oh man, the school is shit," and like the first 2/3 of the movie is just us watching Arthur have a really shitty life, and then he slowly starts to turn it around, and then all of a sudden Shrek just barges in, goes, "You're king now," grabs him and just takes him to far away, and he's like, "Fuck off."
He's like, no, I was fine. I was actually kind of content with my mundane life. Please, no, nope, sorry.
Yeah. So it starts off as like this teen drama, and then it just suddenly turns into a kidnap
It's like a feel-good
movie.
movie.
It's like, yeah, it starts off as like a feel as like perks of being a wallflower or whatever.
Yeah,
and it ends up being taken.
Taken, but who's Liam Neeson in that situation?
Merlin.
Oh.
Merlin is and then Merlin just fucking kills Shrek. And he like fights
God.
Yeah, he has like a gun. He conjures this gun.
Who has a gun?
Merlin. He just makes a gun using magic and then
Skedaddle. My dick is now a M1911.
Yeah, and then he like fucking shoots Shrek and Donkey and Puss in Boots. And it's like an actual. It's like a, and then it turns into like a horror movie, action movie mix.
Oh my
and it's
god!
just like, what the fuck was this movie? And that would be better than what we got, though. Let's be real.
Oh yeah, almost certainly. Still wouldn't beat 1 and 2, but it'd be pretty good.
It would be so bad, but so funny.
Yeah.
I remember we went into the theater to see that when I was 7 or no 6, and so instead of that, my dad and I didn't want to see Shrek. I don't remember why, but I just didn't. And so my dad took me, and so like we had tickets to Shrek 3, and I didn't want to see it. So my dad just took me to another theater that was right across, playing. I think it was called Wild Hogs. I think it has Tim Allen in it.
Oh.
And it's like this biker movie.
Oh.
Yeah, I was 6.
Was it like
and I
real
was
like raunchy humor?
No, hold on. I'll find Wild Hogs. Yeah, 2007. Wild Hogs is a 2007 American biker road comedy film directed by Walt Becker and starring Tim Allen, John Travolta, Martin Lawrence.
Oh wow!
It was released nationwide in the United States and Canada on March 2nd, 2007. Plot: Doug Madsen, played by Tim Allen; Woody Stevens, played by John Travolta; Bobby Davis, played by Martin Lawrence; and Dudley Frank, played by William Macy, are 4 middle-aged everymen living in a Cincinnati suburb who find themselves disillusioned with the quality of everyday life and lack of adventure. Doug is a dentist who has trouble bonding with his son, Billy. Dudley is a single computer programmer who is afraid to talk to women. Bobby is a henpecked plumber whose wife has made him return to work after having taken a year off to unsuccessfully write a book. And Woody is a wealthy lawyer married to a supermodel. One of these things is not like the others. One of these things just doesn't belong.
I feel bad that the entire game's going on while we rattle on about random bullshit
that's
that
alright
doesn't even
because
matter.
it's going through text, so you guys can
Oh, okay. We're just talking about Tim Allen.
Yeah, no, Tim Allen's alright. I like him, and John Travolta, he brings it every time. You know, he's good.
Yeah, and they find escape from their daily routines on weekends by riding motorcycles together, posing as a biker gang called the Wild. One day, Woody finds out his wife is divorcing him, thus rendering him bankrupt, which is probably realistic. I don't actually. He convinces his friends to go on a road trip on their bikes to California. After encountering several misadventures, they end up at a local bar where they meet a rowdy, much larger biker gang called the Delphi, headed by Jack Blade. Jack calls the Wild Hog posers and has his gang steal Dudley's bike after a bogus deal to let me just check this again. To exchange Dudley's bike for a new bike that is in fact used and derelict, forcing the men to leave with Dudley in a sidecar attached to him. I like the idea that this is like a semi-serious movie with Tim Allen in it.
A little sidecar.
Furious at their bullying of Dudley, Woody returns to the Del Fugo's bar and retrieves Dudley's bike, cuts off their bike's fuel lines in the process, and fabricates a story to the other Wild Hogs of how he negotiated with them to return the bike. When the Fugos hear the Wildhogs driving back past them, pursue them, only for the bite. Jack inadvertently drops his lit cigarette onto the ground, igniting the fuel leaking from the bar, which then causes the bar to explode.
Oh my god, so it's just...
Okay, Kamiko,
Yeah.
your turn.
Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna...
Arson.
We're just busy talking about a good movie with Tim Allen in it. Alright,
Yeah.
so
Every movie with Tim Allen is
for
good.
7 for 5 damage, and then another hit for 6 for a total of 11 damage.
Okay.
Alright, back to
11
Tim Allen.
Okay, it is
Damn it.
destroyed.
Nice.
Dave.
Wait, oh no.
Woody, after witnessing the explosion from afar, convinces the others to keep riding. Eventually, the Wildhogs run out of gas and end up stranded in the desert. They eventually push their bikes to Madrid, New Mexico, where they stumble into a diner and help themselves with water and beer without paying. Okay.
Oh.
As a result, the townspeople first mistake them for Del Fuego. I don't fucking speak Spanish.
Del Fuego.
Yeah, anyway. I'm gonna keep calling them Del Fugos. When the Wildhogs explain their actions, they learn that the Del Fugos have been terrorizing the town frequently, while the local police force are unable to do anything to protect the town, because, yeah. Although Woody is still anxious about the Del Fugos, the others convince him to stay in the town overnight. During the stay in the town, Dudley falls in love with Maggie, the diner's owner. While out searching for the Wildhogs, Jack's closest biker members, Red and Murdoch, spot the group and report their location to Jack. Jack tells the pair not to harm the Wildhogs until he gets there, leaving them unable to fight back when Bobby notices and confronts the pair by splashing beer and spraying ketchup and mustard on their clothes, before finally physically attacking Murdoch, thus scaring off Red. The Wildhogs are hailed as heroes amongst the town's Reds and celebrate into... Oh,
no, sorry.
my turn again?
No, I'm sorry. It is it's Sentry's turn, and it's attacking at Ruby, but let's just roll for severity.
Crit fail.
Yeah, it's a crit fail. It's
the Wildhogs are hailed as heroes amongst the town's residents.
Would you shut up for a second?
Tell people. Sorry.
Its gun explodes and it takes 2 damage.
Oh. Oh, so it just doesn't have a gun anymore.
One of its guns. It has 2 guns.
Your Ukrainian golf clapping.
And it is now Sidron's turn. See, that's not that one's. Where is it?
That one's dead.
Oh, yeah, yep. Alright, Ruby, your turn.
We'll take one shot at this guy.
Anyways,
this is the one that's damaged.
I'll take this one first.
Article about
I swear to God.
Get chat.
Oh.
Okay, your blaster explodes. Roll a severity.
Oh gosh, what would that be?
Just a D20. Basically, you want to roll low
7.
on a severity check. Yep. Your gun backfires and vents in your face. You lose 2. You take 2 damage. So take 2 off your shield.
Okay. Yeah.
Because your shield is like a bubble over you, so even if your gun detonates, it still goes onto your shield. Okay, and now it's this one's turn.
Now that's what this is all about.
It fires.
Removing harassment from gaming.
It fires at you, Ruby, and misses. It fires at Shadow and misses. What is with this one? It can't hit shit.
Leave that one in 10, please.
Okay, this one stays dormant. Shadow Bolt. I'll just skip his turn. Ray's turn. Okay, you can start up again.
Who's next? Hurry up. You don't like that either, right? Answer the damn question, man.
Yeah, Kamiko, you can start up again and finish your synopsis.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I just, give me a sec. Let's see. The next day, Woody persuades the others that they must leave, but their departure is ruined when the Del Fuegos arrive. Jack threatens to wreck the town unless the Wildhogs pay for the damage done to their bar. Woody admits to the Wildhogs what he really did to get Dudley's bike back, as well as the real reason for the trip, exasperating the others. Jack and the rest of the Del Fuegos take over Maggie's diner, but then when he threatens to burn it, Dudley confronts them and is held hostage. The others attempt to rescue Dudley, but fail. They then decide to fight the Del Fuego gang, letting Jack, Red, Murdoch, and a member trained in martial arts named Tiny battle the group in a 4-on-4 altercation, but the Wild Hogs are beaten severely and yet refuse to give up. The townspeople band together to battle the Del Fuegos, but just as Jack threatens to take on the rest of town, Damian Blade, Jack's father and founder of the Del Fuegos, arrives and stops the fight. Damian lectures Jack for letting 4 posers hold off an entire bike gang even though they got beaten severely, so, yeah. Questioning aloud just which side is the posers. He also adds that the bar was merely an insurance scam and therefore was glad that the Wild Hogs destroyed it. Oh, okay. Damien tells the Del Fuegos to leave town and ride the open road until they remember what riding is really about, mentioning as he leaves that Jack takes after his mother.
That's close enough.
Oh. He then acknowledges the Wild Hogs by telling them his motto, ride hard or stay home. He also lightheartedly informs the Wild Hogs to lose the watches, indicating the watches on their wrists. This is major plot, apparently. Doug and Bobby's wives arrive, and Doug reconciles with his son. Bobby's wife orders him to return with her, but he refuses and convinces her to let him finish the ride. The Wild Hogs leave and arrive in Southern California, where everyone except for Dudley crashes into a skateboard. During the credits, it is revealed that the Wild Hogs called Extreme Makeover Home Edition to give the Del Fuegos a new bar. The Del Fuegos react in joy, while Jack is emotionally speechless, at the new bar while the Wild Hogs will watch the event on TV. Featuring Tim Allen.
Cool story, bro.
Obviously a story for the ages. But,
I know.
Yeah.
But still a better plot
In
than The
fairness,
Last Jedi.
I remember that more than Trek 3, so
Okay,
All right.
it is Kamiko, it's your turn.
let me take a look. How far can I go? I can go 30, so I can go up to there.
Yep.
So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Just ignore the fact that I no-clipped through that wall.
Yeah, no, it's alright. That's basically rubble, not actually the...
No, see, yeah, kind of just walking over it then.
Yeah,
You just see the Captain
bridge
T
itself is
posing.
actually twisted on its on the shaft, basically.
You just see the
In a very
Captain
painful
T
way.
posing as she just moves forward through the wall without actually making any.
That's why he's the captain. He's able to alter the reality and the plane that we exist on. So.
No, I'm like a Bethesda character. I'm really buggy.
Oh God.
Basically,
Never mind.
the bridge was like, thank you, mistress, when it got twisted on its freaking shaft. Okay,
Ah,
it is...
What?
gross, Lavitz.
Sorry, what? Lavitz.
Lavitz, why'd you make that joke?
Because
I
I
don't
had to.
understand it, but no.
Thank you, mistress. That's so gross.
The feet pictures, milady. You don't want me to get angry.
I'm sure
Please, ma'am. Please let me private message you, ma'am.
Please, ma'am, can I just have a crumb of feet pictures?
Okay, this one up here is going to shoot at you again, Ruby.
Sounds like I don't have much
Oh no.
I love how pretty much everybody's missing their bloody the tutorial
Nice.
bloody mission. Okay, you take 4 damage.
Son of a bitch. To my shields?
Yep, to your shields. The second attack is 1 damage to Shadow.
You know, if we end up dying to a group of to something that is balanced for 6 players, I'm gonna be a little bit annoyed.
Yeah.
I've already moved some out of the way and deactivated some just because of that.
Fair and
Yeah.
balanced. Fair and balanced.
Yep.
Fair, and look, all right, it wouldn't
Basically,
be balanced.
Lavis is the best DM ever.
Travis is like a real person, except he's Australian, so he's only half real.
I'm almost human.
Detroit become human.
Okay, Sid's turn. Fuck it. I'm gonna actually have Sid snipe
Do
at this
things.
one.
Oh, there's a doggo borping borp.
Okay.
Hey guys, you want to hear me read out this tweet?
I swear to God. What tweet? Who by who? Whose tweet? Whose tweet is it?
It's, I don't know, some random. What's it like
Oh.
having gay friends? Same as all friends, you idiot. We text each other, we go to the movies, we have hot gay anal sex, we play video games.
Pretty normal.
Is this true? I wouldn't know.
I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of the gay friend, so you're asking to perceive oneself from a third person perspective, so I don't really know what to tell you.
Oh yeah. Also, someone asked if in another Discord chat if they wanted me to if they wanted someone to post goth girls, and they posted a picture of a fucking Visigoth. I'm not even mad.
Post a picture of a what?
A Visigoth.
Oh, okay.
You know,
That's
like
pretty cool.
yeah. I actually really like it, and then posted actual goth girls, and I was really upset.
Why?
I know, right?
German Gothic, like, what do you call it? Films are really cool.
Yeah, goth chicks are hot.
Who is this? Who just came in and... oh, hello, Shadow.
Oh,
Are you okay?
you were Ray. I thought you were Ray, but apparently you're not.
What's the matter, buddy? What's going on? You okay?
Massive headache from hell, as well as clogged up sinuses that no fucking medicine can take care of.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know how you feel about the sinuses thing. I've dealt with that all my life. I'm so sorry about the headache.
I had a migraine friggin' for 2 days this week, friggin' and was vomiting the entire time, so I know how you feel, mate.
That's why I thought I wasn't gonna be able to make it, and I'm still not sure, is because I feel like some little fucking gnome person is sitting inside my skull, just picking at the inside of my cranium with a fucking hammer. And not even one of the fucking, metal hammers. It's like one of those fucking rubber sledgehammer things. And it's just lightly tapping it, but all the time trying to fucking crack it.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy hole.
Okay, Ruby, it's your turn.
I have seen you.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot this little shit.
Alright.
Hopefully it doesn't backfire. Yeah, yeet. Oh, it didn't backfire. Fantastic.
Yep, that's 5 damage to it, and with that,
Ruby,
it falls to pieces and dies.
Wait, what? Nice. Wait, but what'd you say?
It's dead. You killed it.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Rabbits, how bad does it look?
It's shut down. It's destroyed.
Okay, but how damaged?
It's in a couple pieces.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Good job.
This one's still at this full health.
Oh, do I have another
And
shot?
you
You have another shot.
Well, then I'm gonna do that right on this little bugger right here.
Alrighty.
Little cheeky bugger. Aw.
66.
Too cheeky for me shot.
Okay, this one fires back at you, Ruby.
Oh god.
Oh!
Oh, ow.
4 damage, and then it fires at Shadow for 2 damage.
So that's gonna be a 0.
You take 2
So the
damage,
minus
mate.
3.
It's
13.
good.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. Does damage that goes over the amount of shield over?
No, it just
Yeah, it goes.
it doesn't go. It doesn't go to life itself. No.
Oh, okay.
Basically, it
Yeah, so your
when
full
your
health's still
shield is
pretty
knocked
good.
out, it's knocked
Nice.
out for the rest of the battle, though.
Okay.
So if it will dissipate the shield, but it won't go through it. But the shield is knocked out for the rest of the battle. You can't recharge it or anything like that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What if we make a robot that can recharge your shield? What if we make one of the drones do that? That'd be good.
Dude, shield packs. Dude, just pop a shield pack.
We have one of the drones just supercharge our shield so that they actually go back to working.
Just Uber us.
Okay, Shadow,
Yeah,
it is your turn.
Temporary immunity.
What?
It is your turn.
Okay.
Just point me at that bridge.
Right now, we got one baddie to our right. So that'll be it.
And
Shit
one
at
all the
them.
way over here. So yeah, you're good for now.
This
got
one hasn't activated yet.
Oh, okay, that's good. We got. Has this one activated?
They're both kind of in like a standby phase, looking for a target, and until they actually spot it, they won't activate it. Won't activate.
Oh, they're about to get a very angry Ukrainian target very soon.
I'm going to move here and attack this thing.
Okay.
Getting in, getting out.
What button do I press again?
You click on your own guy, and then it should be top left.
Power weapon to attack. and you get 2 attacks.
Who is that purple? I swear to God. Kimiko.
2. Yay!
Okay, the
I
first
do
attack
damage.
the first attack neutralizes its shields, and the second attack you basically crack its casing, and lots and lots of wires are exposed now.
Lots of
Yay.
jelly
Don't
beans
do it.
fall out from its case.
Don't do it.
Fuck you, I'm gonna beat the robot with its own penis.
I don't think
Don't
it
do
has
it.
those.
Infiltration team will
It has one of those. Trust me, I would know.
Of course it does, and you diddle them, don't you?
No.
You bastard.
The little fucking robot in therapy. Tell me where the little Ukrainian anime girl touched you.
He
Wait,
touched
you
me
actually-
here.
Do you actually speak Ukrainian?
God no.
Who in their right fucking mind would just speak Ukrainian? Jesus
Someone who
Christ.
Ukrainians.
Ukraine.
That's who. There's an entire country that speaks the language.
Yes, but
that's
who in
a
their
fact.
right mind in this?
Who in the right mind is born there? What kind of dummy
No.
was born there?
Who in their right mind rolls Ukraine as a starting area? Come on.
No, that's not.
Honestly, yeah. What kind of retard
chooses?
who kind of retard uses and chooses Ukraine as their background character?
I mean, what kind of fucking person in this server would just know Ukraine off the fucking bat? I mean, the closest I could think would be Zara
They're born-
Ray.
Their parents were speak Ukrainian.
I
and
actually
they
met
taught it.
Ukrainian who came in to the museum back when I worked at the museum.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
they
cool.
actually spoke it. Yeah, it was really cool.
I remember one time I was in like northern,
So I can be more in depth with my character.
be more so you can
Ukraine.
Role play better.
It's
so
gone
you-
over from funny to fetish.
wait, what has?
Okay,
His obsession with Ukraine.
I mean, can you blame him? Ukraine gives boners every day,
It's the
so
breadbasket of Europe. All right.
is that really what it's called?
Yeah. It's,
No,
funny.
yeah.
that's technically Kansas.
What? Ukraine? What? Excuse me?
yeah, Kansas is the fruit bowl of Europe.
Yeah,
It
yep.
technically is, yes.
Kansas has nothing to do with.
Can I please finish my sentence before you start going off on a fucking tangent? Thank
What?
you. I say that because a lot of the fucking crop and shit that Kansas exports goes to countries like Ukraine and Europe. It is the largest It is one of the largest exporters of foods and such in the United States. It is
Wait a minute,
literally
what?
a breadbasket that fills the entire world's bowls. Our
Oh, I thought it was a bread basket because of there's inbred.
No, well, one of our largest exports is wheat and soy and such.
So
We
what you're
sit
saying
there
is
and
you guys cause of
We
trouble.
supply a lot of the world's stuff, including for airplane parts, because that's a huge export of ours as well.
Huh. Wonder why. Why airplane parts of all things?
because they want to get out.
Because
That's
we have a massive open area that we can sit there and just build factories on. There's no
Modern manufacturing
real.
plant.
Yeah, we can just build the manufacturing plant, and those kinds of things take up a lot of space.
And build a manufacturing plant that builds manufacturing plants.
It's theoretically possible. Prefab buildings are a thing.
Pretty sick. Yeah? Oh, hold on one second.
Okay. I've moved Zara in, and I'm just gonna.
So he can try and help.
Yep. And he's gonna snipe at the one next to Ray for 3 damage. Okay. Security drone. That one's non-active. Kimiko, your turn.
Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna have to try and help my crewmate.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
so much.
4,
He went after Tarek.
5, 6,
Got him. Tarek's been on edge ever since, and he's making my life
and that's my turn.
hell.
Okay.
Second guesses every damn thing.
Security drone. That one's dead.
He really shouldn't be running into battle. Let's be.
As bad as
Okay. Sid's gonna shoot at the one next to
The Blue Suns do want to
We supply goods to
Tsar?
groups and factions here.
Good.
Weapons, ammunition, unit. We also broker deals.
Oh, 10 damage. It explodes right next to you. Just, next to Ray.
Good idea. Make sure you check in with Captain.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, Ukraine is the largest country in Europe to be so fully in Europe.
What do you mean fully in Europe?
For Sergeant Kafka.
So Russia doesn't count as the largest country in Europe because while it is the largest country in Europe, it is also on the Asian continent. Europe and Asia, while connected, aren't on the same continent. So Ukraine is fully on the European continent, and it's the largest country there. They also have a lot
What
of
about Spain?
no. Ukraine is larger.
In terms of what?
Landmass.
Okay, let's see. It's 200,000, 233,031, and
It's also the 32nd most populous, so yeah.
Were you waiting for us?
Okay, it is Ruby's turn, but I think she's out for a second, so we'll just wait on that.
no, by technicality, it is France.
Your
Oh,
turn.
France is gay. Oh,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Your
that is
Ruby.
only. Hold
France
on.
is very beautiful. Bite your tongue.
No. France is not fully in Europe,
One here.
though. That's the thing.
You could see
That
it.
one or too much?
France owns an island off the coast of Canada.
If we were
Which is in
talking
North
about
America.
mainland France, we are talking about mainland France because that's not exactly a fair
but
comparison.
France as a country,
Like Paris.
It is, as a country, bigger than Ukraine.
Ah,
Like,
son of a
your size.
bitch.
but it's not fully in Europe.
Okay, it
That's the
explodes
thing.
in your hand. You take
that.
7 damage.
Yep.
Roll severity.
God, fucking okay. My gun hates me. Ah! Oh wait, never mind.
No,
Is
that's
good
good.
or bad?
That is good. You only take half the
Hey.
amount of damage, so you only take
Hey.
round it down. I'll round it down since it's a 1, so 3 damage instead of 7.
Okay, so that does affect my main health, right?
Let's go.
Yeah, because your shields are now gone.
Okay, yeah. I'm just making sure.
I'm
Think
gonna
of your
watch
shield-
the
shields, think of your
gun
shields are like
after
an
this.
overlay in Halo. You know, once it's
Yeah.
gone, it's gone. Like the overlay shield.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just because last move it depleted my shield, but the damage didn't carry over.
Yep. Okay.
I'm
now I
gonna
understand.
recommend that you submit the gun to me for inspection after it, so that I can see.
Yeah, that's a
what's
good
going
idea.
on.
Holy shit, this thing is fucked up.
Okay, Vaz.
Wait, isn't it part of like the mech? Or no.
It's,
Oh yeah.
it's
Okay.
kind of like think Gundam style.
Yeah.
Okay, the one that
Technically,
you just shot
but
at.
not really.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
it's
are
some
you guys-
slight variant, but
Are you guys having issues with Discord?
not.
sometimes.
Have you updated it recently?
I did.
No,
Yeah.
but the issues that I'm like, this is a brand new issue. The mobile app's having it too. I sit there and send a message, and it's like a little gray saying that it's not sent. But
Oh,
close Discord and
that's
open it up again,
yeah.
and it is sent. And
That's
then,
yeah.
in addition to that, on the desktop version, I'm getting messages that I'm getting on my phone saying that people replied to my PMs, but when I actually look at the PMs, I'm getting no reply.
Yeah, no, I had that problem as well in the past. It's just the servers being a little bit weird. You just give it a little bit of time and all clear up. Also, that's a pretty good meme.
Well,
I wouldn't know, I'm not
Discord
able
did
to
have
see
an
it.
update last
Headset
so.
on, knuckles cracked, Israel destroyed. Yup, it's gamer time.
Alright, well, while you're looking at that one,
Shadow, your turn.
Of course, Oh my god. This horrible meme. Also, what happened to Shadow?
You
don't
just
know.
disconnected.
Oh, there you go.
oh, it's Sidrid.
Hello.
Hey, Sid.
I'm still technically driving, but I'm in a position where I can hook up my phone to talk. So
Okay.
Oh, apparently Shadow's updated Discord, so that explains why he's not here.
Yep.
He just accidentally hit the button again.
He was here. Shadow was here, but he updated his Discord.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Or is updating.
What are you doing here?
I don't know what Ray is doing, but I swear to God, if he charges in right in front of it, then I'm gonna be very upset with him.
Balls to the walls.
I doubt Ray's actually pretty damaged.
Yeah, like if
He's
he
been fighting a
charges
one-man
into
war
battle-
over here by himself.
Excuse me, I help. It's just that he moves so much faster than I do, and he was so much closer to the drone at first that now I've had to run.
He
for
only
2
moves
turns.
35. It's not like
Yeah,
he's moving
but he was
60.
also like 40 in front of me before to begin with.
Just waiting doesn't seem
So-
like an option.
Oh,
Got any other
I'm almost home, so I'll be able to help. But
Okay.
yeah.
I'm
How's
actually
your day?
surprised I've managed to last this long.
All right.
Anything interesting happened today?
Not really. Just
Oh,
stuff I
okay.
had to deal with. I forgot we were starting games earlier, so.
Well, it's okay. We started a little bit. We're still in the same area, just fighting these stupid drones.
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't miss much. Good.
Oh well, you
Also,
missed the
while you're
summary
at it-
of this amazing movie called Wild Hogs.
Yeah. Yeah. I watched it instead of Trek 3 when I was sick. Got
I'm
Tim Allen in it.
one less.
10,
Hey, shut up.
Okay.
15, I think, is how much my half movement is.
Yeah, 15. Oh, no, yeah, 15, yeah. But you've got 35 if you move, in full.
Yeah, we've got 2 drones left, it looks like. Unless Lavitz has decided to bring more.
He just deploys more as soon as we think the fight's over. Nope, sorry.
It's like that, it's like the DLC mission for Shen's Last Gift in XCOM 2. In the first part, they just keep coming.
Never played that game, but alright.
Yeah, there's a mission where mechs get spawned in, and then they just keep coming until you move on to the next area. But you can only move one of your soldiers onto the next area at a time. So you have to survive for 6 turns with a constantly decreasing amount of men to fire.
Yeah, and the enemies keep multiplying.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Okay,
good.
Sid, you've just taken
There were
4
quite a lot of
damage.
you get a decent amount of XP from them, though. So, yeah.
Okay, Sid, you've just taken 4 damage, and let's just see. And Zar takes 2 damage. Okay,
Existence is suffering.
Imprisonment is freedom.
okay, it's Zar's turn. And he is going to snipe this one next to him.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. When we get back to the ship, I'm going to have a word with you guys about the pile of bodies.
And I'll be on my top.
Well, I mean, what about?
Can we not have a pile of bodies in the ship?
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, sure. We don't need to have it. You can move it though.
We were going to give them. We were going to give them a burial, like I said to Kamiko, but when we decided to do this for some reason.
What?
Well, when we get back, you guys can do the burial
Yeah,
because
you
aside
can-
from the fact
Better
that really
freaking
did
help us, Mr.
He
Fearless
came here
Leader.
to fix up your ship so it doesn't depressurize and kill you all.
Yeah, that
Bit more
does seem
important.
higher.
Yes, and I'm
Oh,
not.
you better help us.
I am,
Look,
however,
alright.
saying that Kamiko has no room to complain when he's the one who told us to do this.
Yeah, because look,
It's either that or
alright,
death.
Yeah, because
yeah.
up.
If we if we die, then it's completely worthless to try
Yeah.
burying them.
I am not saying
So-
that I disagree. I am saying, however, you have no room to complain.
he's just bringing up the fact that you prioritized this higher, which is the reasonable choice, but you still did.
Yeah. Anyway, look, alright. I appreciate that you put all the bodies in one place, but they're still dead bodies.
Do we
and-
really?
Yeah, you put them all in a big pile.
Yes,
Oh, nice.
our suits
It's
are A,
convenient.
self-containing, and B, we were going to give them a funeral.
Yeah, well, if anyone
Well, kind
comes
of
on here without a suit or something, then they're gonna all get infected by diseases. So the faster we get rid
Nobody's
of them,
going to come on here with a suit. Levitt's outright fucking told us that people almost always, if not always, wear their suit in space because of space law.
Yeah.
Because space Australia.
Yeah, I still don't trust some of you guys to walk space pants on. So
You keep your pants on.
Leader.
Okay, Kamiko, your turn.
I will be.
No, you won't.
All right, thank God.
You'll be
Jesus
humping those
Christ.
dead bodies quicker than I can even.
Can I
See
shoot
it.
this thing?
I think your range is 60, and then you take penalties to hit. So yes, you can see
It
it.
is 6.
Yep.
I have exact 60.
The wall's been blasted out here,
So what I'm gonna do?
so you can actually see straight through. 5 damage, not
All
bad.
right. You just hear loud. You just hear loud glory to crane noises as 2 shots fire off.
Some reason its its shields are disabled.
Hello?
Hello, Echoes.
Okay.
Excellent. Alright, my turn's done. I fired 1 hit for 5.
You're not going to fire a second shot?
I fired 2. One of
Just to
them.
get behind me.
Okay.
Don't you have less health than me?
Sid, your turn.
Yes, but I am meat shield.
But I have more health than you. If anything, I'm the meat shield in this situation.
Well, we should still also fall back to the
Oh, yeah.
fucking entrance.
We're both kind of injured.
You're down here in the doorway.
Why do I only have 8 health?
Because you got shot.
Why, what the
I wrote it in chat.
Yeah,
Fine.
Rabbit had your character shoot to save, right? Because he went on charging ahead and then almost died to this one.
Okay, attack that for 12.
Okay, well, it explodes.
What was my range
okay.
again? 120, right?
Yeah, basically, but then after that you start taking minuses to hit, so you'd have to roll a 11 to hit something at, say, 100 and
Also, if I remember correctly, you only get 1 shot, so
You only get 1 shot.
good job.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk 15 feet.
As a sniper, yes.
And
You
I'm
get 1
done.
shot. Should not miss your chance to go, because opportunity only shows up once in a lifetime.
Opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo.
Alright,
Okay,
so
Ruby, your turn.
Levitt's,
Yeah?
it's not me, it's all of you as well. According to this, because I wanted to look it up to see if it's an issue, apparently it's just sending DMs that's an issue with Discord, and they're trying to figure out why.
Yeah, I know.
It happens
I
every
ran
once
into
in a
that.
while.
I ran into that with when I tried to tell Ray about how great our conversation about Wild Talks was. And it just didn't. So
Well, that probably explains why I fucking didn't.
find out about it. Yep. Yep.
Ruby, your turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, okay, so how far can I go?
You can
forget
move
what's
30,
my
but
distance.
another one has popped up out of the blue, out of the wall.
Yeah. So you're probably gonna want to kill that. I think we've
Yeah,
got
fuck it, alright.
4
How much
more
for
to go.
only
until we're done.
my half move?
If
So
you
no half moves to
half
shoot.
move is 15, and you can attack once if you do a half move.
Well, you can actually still fire twice because the maximum range for you is 50. Or sorry, 60.
Okay, so
You're
if I
within
move right
Not
about
maximum range. After you go beyond your standard stuff, you start taking penalties to hit. It's not
Over to
impossible.
15.
It's just more difficult.
Would I face any penalties from 35 feet?
No,
No, you won't
you
face
don't
any
get any
penalties
penalties
until
until you go
after.
past 60.
Oh, okay.
So you're actually
Well, then
fine. You
I
actually
will-
would have been fine without moving.
I wanted to get a little bit closer. Well, so I will take a shot.
And that's a
Damn.
miss. Your gun just isn't cooperative today, is it?
Nope, it hates me. It hates me and it wants me to die.
I'm gonna request that you submit it for inspection.
I will fucking eat it at you
Phasma.
in anger because I hate it.
Look, alright. I am a strong female character whose actions and character are important and integral to the plot.
You'll know her by her actions and her
Shut up.
character.
Yes, exactly.
And by the
I'm gonna
blood
do-
trail she leaves.
My shields are down.
And I'm off.
And her
gonna
complete
be here
usefulness in the
movie for,
Last
like,
Jedi's
3
plot.
total.
You're also the only one speaks Ukrainian for some fucking reason.
Yep, incomprehensible dead language.
I was literally ZSU. My backstory is literally that I used to be in the ZSU. What do you think? Why do you think I would speak Ukrainian when I'm in the Ukrainian ground forces?
I don't know. Why
wild
couldn't you be
guess.
in the Russian ground forces?
Also, for the pussies, because everybody
Because
everybody
Russians
fights in
suck.
space these days. But no, I'm going to join the ground forces of a dead country.
Yeah.
It's not a
Well,
dead
do
country.
Russia.
It's a real country, Lavit.
This is fucking Lavitz's country world. For all he wants, it can be a dead country.
That's true.
have no
But
reason to-
it could also be alive.
How do you get exiled out of a dead country?
Well, space barbarians.
That's like giving yourself a timeout.
It's
I'm
Lavitz's
just-
choice. It's his universe. If he wants to
Lavit
be a
just
dead
like
country, it's a
goes
dead
back
country.
over my backstory when I was making it with him, and he's just like, yeah, and then he just comes back in time, and he's just like, oh, by the way, the country you're talking about doesn't exist anymore. You got exiled from a
Your
country
whole
that doesn't
backstory is
exist.
just fucking null and void.
It's like someone saying I'm
Thanks.
from Czechoslovakia.
Thanks, Lavit.
You're welcome.
I thought countries were important these days, but fuck you too.
Not really in space empires.
Technically speaking, Kamiko, if you really want to go par for the course, at this point, I'd imagine the fucking Ukrainian peninsula would have probably been absorbed into the Russian Federation, if that makes you feel any better.
Over my dead body.
Russia!
Actually,
We
actually,
absorbed
it's
the
pretty-
Russian
Actually, pretty much
Federation
the whole
into
world
us.
is engulfed by China and Arabs.
Palavorska
Except for
ili
Ukraine
Lovortka!
and Hong Kong. Those
I'm
two
just saying,
places.
we wanna go-
And Australia
we
is
wanna
still
go-
the same because it wasn't very strategically important.
And nobody
So
wants
people-
to deal with those.
No one could be bothered to go to. No one could be bothered to conquer Australia. Not even the Australians.
Actually, this ship
They
is
just left.
like the ship. Your ship is actually from
Australia.
built in Australia. That's why AIDS has actually got comes up as a kangaroo.
I have a question.
We're not
In your
gonna
world,
find
did
any
the British,
drop
did the
bears,
British
right?
Empire show up again? Did the British Empire happen again? Just
Kind
all
of.
the countries voted back in?
The Commonwealth kind of reformed in many ways to kind of almost like a mini empire, which included India, Britain, some of the
What about
smaller
Rhodesia?
islands, Hawaii, and Australia, and some of the smaller Asian countries, including Japan. They all
about
united
Zimbabwe?
under the Commonwealth.
The former British colonies just voted to be back in the empire.
No, basically they voted to basically recreate reconnect the Commonwealth as an actual full-on connectional power.
I'm
Did
losing my token
vote for
now.
that as well?
Yep.
5, 10.
Russia.
Alright, what about
I
Zimbabwe?
want to shoot this guy.
Zimbabwe. No, they got engulfed.
Can I
I can't.
Botswana
Yeah,
itself was
really
actually.
do-
I didn't want to come back.
Shadow. Do your thingy.
You're gonna shoot at it with your pistol.
Ah.
Okay, it backfires on you. Roll a severity.
Wait, no. Wait,
Wait,
what?
no,
That's the damage roll, that's a natural one.
damage
Oh,
roll,
yeah,
that's
sorry.
bad.
Never mind. I'm tired.
I was like,
didn't
wait
get
a
any
minute.
sleep. Okay.
Wait a minute, Matt.
But yeah,
No.
basically Botswana was also got engulfed and actually was destroyed.
How's South Africa doing?
It's still very, very racist. In fact, they genocided any people that still wanted civilization to be there. That were
so-
basically
How are the farmers doing?
Oh, they all starved to death. They didn't know how to friggin' farm properly, so they all starved.
Oh, so
Is
they killed the
Hotel
farmer.
Rwanda still a functioning business?
What?
Is Hotel Rwanda still a functioning business?
No, it burnt to the ground.
Whose sons are left?
Everybody thought it was a hologram of Wakanda, so they destroyed it to try and get to its
That's so
technology.
fucking stupid, Lavitz. God damn it.
I
Thought it
can
was
believe
hologram
that would happen.
projection
Honestly,
for-
there were
God,
there are
God,
people who think that Wakanda, or like
Wakanda's
yeah,
real.
Wakanda, yeah, there are people. So I can see it happen.
There were people
That's
that believed
right.
Gilligan's Island was real.
Oh,
There are people who still believe that Atlantis is real.
people probably still think that Alaska.
To be fair on that last note, to be fair,
There are people who still believe that Israel is real.
To be fair on that last note, not Israel but Atlantis, Czar, or not Czar, Kumiko, there has been evidence of an underwater civilization, a civilization going underwater, which is what the
That
original
makes sense.
story.
Yeah, there are a number
Yeah,
of
we call
sunken
it Spain.
cities.
But it's not fucking Atlantis.
No,
Well, you know what it really should be? It should be California.
What do you mean they're drowning?
What
I mean,
most
they're
people
dried
think
up.
of Atlantis is
Put,
most people
put
assume
California
it's some sort
underwater
of
and nothing will be lost.
It's some sort of underwater mermaid adventure, but more than likely
Yeah.
Atlantis was some sort of coastal port or something that was heavy in trade that just became underwater.
It just kind of got fucking sunk.
I mean, because of rising tides or shifts in memetics, it's entirely possible.
Yeah, kind of like how California is actually slowly sinking into a cesspool of shit.
Yes, actually.
They'll drown in turds before they drown in bloody water.
Wait, wow, what? I like California, no!
Because
don't.
of the rising sea levels, because of global warming and such, California and a lot of the coastal areas will be just underwater. And it is entirely possible for Atlantis to exist.
And nothing of value was lost.
Shadow, you take
It's not
3
a bear.
damage.
I do? Okay.
Kimiko, your turn.
Alright, so I guess remake my backstory. So I'm just firing twice, and I missed, so that's great. So I'm gonna have to roll a crit for severity, and it's 16.
Okay,
So
you take you take 8 damage, and your plasma carbine has broken.
God damn it!
You'll be limited to your sidearm for the rest of
Oh, that's a big oof. Sorry, bud.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna have to make a new backstory, apparently. So I'm guessing I'm just gonna go with I'm from a time when the ZSU was real, because Jesus Christ. But now I've got to go from. I have somehow been cryogenically frozen or something, and that's how it is.
Yeah.
There we go.
You're like, it's like Superman. You got like, Superman.
or basically you're from that area and you're
Captain
like a militia
Ukraine.
that goes by that name.
No.
Or maybe you just have a fetish for Ukraine.
No, I'm Captain Ukraine.
Yeah, you're Captain Ukraine now.
Yep, just like Captain Sweden.
Yeah,
That
except
doesn't exist. That's PewDiePie.
Haven't you
say
seen
my
the meme of Captain Sweden?
can someone please kill this thing before it kills me?
It's your turn. Or no, it's
I
his turn.
just shot at it, and it's not dead. It is
shields
Sidrin's
enough-
turn.
It shields are not.
It is my turn?
Yeah, I have
It is
2 health
Wednesday, my
left.
dudes.
So, if I die here, you can't pilot the ship.
Yes, I can.
No, that is
Who
not
dies on a nerfed
I'm becoming the next. I'm becoming the captain loser. You can't do anything about it.
That actually would not be true, because if
Damn
you
it.
die or become mortally incapacitated, authority of command would transfer to Ruby, therefore
Ha-ha!
Ruby would be able to dictate the AI to pilot someone.
I just fucking do a coup and just shoot him in the back.
No, from my understanding, it has to be a person who actually drives. So,
I'm just kidding. Hey, I can drive, maybe. I don't really know. Can I drive? Quarian, can I drive?
I don't think it would make much sense to make everything rely on one person, because if you die because of
I
something,
think you
we're
could
all
technically drive, yeah, but I do have a bonus to it. So,
What's that? Oh, you have a bonus to driving. I see.
yeah, I have a bonus to driving.
Well, basically, Sagma.
Getting you out of here, Garrus. Just hold.
If you were to die, command would follow Ruby.
I'm sure they're ready.
That is how command hierarchy works.
And
Okay,
if I
so
die, I'm
is
going
it
back
my
in the
turn?
grave. to
Yes, it's
fight
been
all
your
of you.
turn, but everybody just keeps talking over you.
Okay.
Are you going to shoot
This
this one?
isn't a
That's
minus, correct?
no, not quite a minus. No.
Okay, perfect.
120 is your maximum, but this one's about to kill Kamiko. Well, this
Which
one's the one to the right in the power room here.
Do I have to shoot through
No, that door is
No.
open.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
exploded.
I guess
on
I'll
me.
aim for it.
Done what we could, Garrus.
And that's a miss.
Miss. That's a critical hit.
You can only fire once.
For 18.
He'll have full functionality.
You can only fire
Wait,
once.
what?
You can only fire once with a sniper rifle per round.
Really?
Yes, it is a sniper rifle.
Be up yet.
Is it a bolt action?
Pretty much.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It
Doesn't
requires
make
a
sense.
charge up. Basically,
Yeah.
It is a space. It is a
Oh, so it's
space.
a recoil. It's a rail rifle. Okay.
pretty much, yep.
Was it
Well,
just
that's
me?
annoying then, because that critical hit went nowhere.
Yeah,
dang
that
it.
critical hit would have fucked it up.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
shields are disabled. Alrighty.
Just kill it.
Well,
Really, your
can
turn.
I move at least 15 feet?
We'll allow you to move 15 feet. Because
If you
basically
can
when you
distract
fire
me,
it needs to cool down
I
for
wouldn't
like
recommend it. but
4 seconds or
Yeah.
so.
Oh, that's my turn then.
Okay, Ruby, your turn.
Yes, sir. I'm going to shoot at this little dingus.
Okay,
God damn it.
okay.
Shoot again! God damn it.
That's okay, Ruby. You did
fucking-
your best.
I'm just kidding.
Okay,
this is the tutorial, and we're about to die. This is.
okay, it misses you, Kamiko. It fires at Sid. And, okay,
shit.
let's see severity.
Look at that.
Okay, its gun explodes. Let me roll its
Nice.
attack again.
Look at that.
Okay, so it
I
takes
can't-
5 damage as one of its guns explodes.
Frankly, I'm
Minus.
All right. Nice to know.
Okay, so you can only fire once next round. Okay, Shadowbolt, your turn.
I'm walking into hell. I want someone I trust in myself.
Alright, I'm going to shoot at this thing again. I think I can shoot twice.
Yeah,
Right, with my
with
pistol?
your pistol you can shoot twice. It's the same as,
I can do it the 4-1
you know.
Wow,
damage?
great attack, bad damage.
Max damage,
Good
that's not bad. That's pretty good. You shoot a couple holes in it. Ray's
Damage
turn.
total.
Ray probably might need to just shoot it with his pistol, I think. In my subjective opinion.
Okay, it is Zar's turn. And Zar is going to take a shot at this guy here. And that's a miss. Okay, security drone. Which one's that one? Okay, first shot's coming at you, Ruby.
Oh no.
That's a miss. Second shot coming at Shadow. And that's a hit for 1 damage. Shadow?
Come on.
That's only one hit, only 1 damage.
Yeah, I'm at 6 out of 16.
Oh.
Okay, Kamiko's turn.
Hey, Sid, can you see if
It's time.
this, you see this?
Miss. Hit for 3.
Alright, not bad. -3. It is really starting to spark.
Yeah, I don't really care about this one anymore. I want it dead.
Okay,
Bob,
Sid,
I'm
your
gonna
turn.
send you a test DM, by the way.
Okay,
See if you can actually see it.
I got it.
Okay, Yeah, I guess I'm gonna attempt to fire again. And miss again.
Okay. You can fire with your sidearm as a second action instead of moving.
Yeah, it'd be a -2 though, wouldn't it?
No, 60 range on the pistol. Same as the assault rifle.
K4.
Okay, with that, it explodes.
Okay.
Nice.
Ukrainian engineering.
Really, really shitty.
Well,
Okay, Ruby. your
actually,
turn.
not really.
Shoot it, stupid jerk robot thing I can't hit in the face.
Shoot it with
Hey.
the guns.
I shoot it with the gun!
Okay, and it blows up.
Whoa!
And
I think that's it.
there's
That's all the ones that were on
some
the turn.
around.
There's
What? Excuse me?
turn
Oh wait,
order
so
that-
still,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do for your the other action?
Run.
Okay,
How far can I go?
15.
Right about there then.
Yeah, I think the other two are dead that are on the turn order. I don't know if you have any more, but if you do, then wow.
Oh yeah, fuck it. I'm not gonna bother with this one. Combat is over.
Oh, thank God. All right, I'm gonna limp over to the robots and see if I can't find anything usable in them.
Alrighty.
$18. How usable are the parts?
Yeah, you can manage to get like 8 parts.
Okay. If I wanted to salvage the drones, like all of them, how would that would
That
be?
was for all of them.
Okay. 8 repairs, security, drone parts. I'm guessing they're Gen 1 as well?
Yep, Gen 1 defense drones.
I've just got them labeled as repair/security.
They're not repair drones, they're defense drones.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember you alerted the system, made it think we were hostile?
Yeah, well, we would have that made it think we were hostile anyway, so I just expedited the process.
You push us closer to death quicker.
Yep. That just means that I'm a good commander.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Probably. Anyway, point being, we've got now, since that's done, I'm guessing we don't have any more to deal with, so we can just take the parts we need, put them where we need them, and just do that.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go. This combat's over. I'll be right back. I need to feed my dogs.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, you missed out on the synopsis of Wild Hogs.
I didn't miss anything.
I disagree heavily.
I can't do that.
There was also a discussion on Shrek, so
And also how Ukraine is a fake country in this universe.
Not a fake country, just a dead country.
Yeah. It's
Now,
like,
everybody, you're gonna start searching the ship for the parts you need and other knickknacks and stuff.
What?
Are you going to start searching the ship?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll check the ship to see if we can't get the parts we need.
Okay, move your characters to the areas that you want to search.
I'll search over here.
Cell block 2.
See if we can't find something useful.
We keep tight control.
I'm gonna search.
I'm guessing we probably
this
control
area
settings,
here.
so I'm not sure.
Where are you, Sid? So I'm looking over the map. Where? Oh, yep.
Each prisoner's
That's one of the storage rooms. Okay.
rolled
Sid,
it once.
you actually lucked out pretty well. You found
ship is made
a standard Nakwita generator.
thousands of hours.
Can you spell that?
I can actually do so.
It's actually it's in the
Nothing goes wrong.
you must read this.
Cerberus hasn't
there.
You
It's
must know this?
meanest
Yeah, you must know this.
I've ever encountered.
I just posted
And
it.
Naquita.
Quada.
Yeah, Naquita.
See soon enough.
It is
Naquita.
pronounced
You
Naquita.
end up running
Yes, it's Stargate shit.
Enforcement on Paladin. That's
I miss Atlantis. I wish they never canceled it.
carry on.
I know. I wish they would have freaking done the movie that they were planning.
I don't know about that. I mean,
It was supposed to be like the final thing to wrap up all plot loose ends and stuff like that.
Safer place.
fair
And
enough.
basically, they were going to get Atlantis back to the
Today I see the world
to its rightful place.
has to offer. Governments are so
Either way,
willing to
and let's see, what else do you find? And you find 1 kilo of Naquita fuel.
population this size in space.
Ooh,
Solid
that's
solid
big,
Naquita.
cut corners to government
Yes,
camp, and each prisoner
1 kilo?
homeworld.
1 kilo.
Individuals are violent, and their home planets keep them here.
Okay, who's next?
Doesn't want to pay.
We explain
I guess I'll go again.
help, so we'll be forced to release him back
Okay, what room are you searching?
at an unspecified place.
I searched this one, but I got a 4, but I'd like to check out what these things are.
Well, that would have been including in your search. You couldn't figure out anything in this room.
Let's get on with it.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll... Is this a doorway right here?
Space.
Yes.
They have nowhere to go,
I'm gonna go search this room then.
but still, extreme caution.
Ray, what would you like to be doing?
Individuals.
Depends. What's the current room? I mean,
The current room is... It was a computering room, but it looks like it's been ripped to shreds.
Let the funds from Cerberus.
Like, it was basically,
Our processing is straight down this hallway.
where some of the mainframes were stored.
Interrogation rooms.
hey, spare parts.
Alrighty, well, give us a roll if you want to search this room.
No spare parts.
No, you don't really find anything of noteworthy, but you do find wrecked drone.
Splendid.
I'm rolling to search this room, Rabbits.
Alrighty.
There's no excuse for
18.
beating prisoners who can't fight.
Okay, in this room you find. Let me just.
Degrades you,
Oh.
just him. You're not important enough.
Okay, what would that be?
I admit I sometimes
Most
Is this really gonna say anything useful?
of the room is ripped to shreds, but you do find some loose power cells.
Yeah. You're right. Call it off.
What do I put for that?
3 power cells. Well, 3 small power cells.
Your package will be at out processing just down the hall.
Hey guys, over here.
Hey, can I roll for this room?
Man, I don't
Which room?
take me or what you do.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. But I just said, I don't want to know
For fuck's sake. Alright.
Oh my god.
I'm okay with this.
You search through the personal lockers of the former crew. This appeared to be a locker room slash not technically a shower room, but it's hard to explain. But basically, it's just personal artifacts. You find 100 credits worth of space dollars. And what was the other shit that was in there? Sorry, I've got to look up the sheet that I've got.
Why don't we just call them credits? Because that may be easier than saying space dollars.
Well, that's what I said first of all.
Rabbits bucks. You find 100
Well,
rabbits
wouldn't
bucks.
credits be like
You found 100 Gilgameshian collocates.
Hey, what?
That's going to be the currency now that Shadow's complained. I'm just joking.
credit?
We'll just stick just 100 credits. And you find 5 loose power cells, small power cells. And let's see. Let me just give it a roll. Okay, that would be. You find a pistol amp.
Now you see me.
Ooh. And what's that mean to me?
It will give a +1 to damage with pistol.
Nice.
Basically, it's like a click on front amplifier.
Well, that's good. You can take a shot with your sniper and then take a shot with your pistol.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
I guess I'll take a look to see if we can find any parts for the ship. Would that be technical?
You got to go to basically each area and search.
Okay, so I'll take a look in this room here first.
Wait,
Now,
where are
would
you?
that be a roll with technology?
Wait, where are you? I can't see you on the map.
Over here in the bridge.
Oh, on the bridge.
Yeah. Or what's left of it.
Okay. You find some broken console pieces.
Oh. I meant specifically to repair the hole in our ship that we need to fix.
No, you'll need to actually basically come to around, say, this area or
where was it?
Like you need to get like big chunks of steel that you can weld onto the hole that's in your
I'll
ship.
take a look there, and that would be tech, I believe.
Yep.
So 10.
Yep, you've got about 50% worth of that you can bolt on.
Alright, I'm gonna limp them back to the ship.
Okay. And I'll let Zar do that as well.
It's the only way to get Jack out.
Yep, Zar gets the rest of the pieces and he joins you back at the ship.
And then I guess we start working on it.
Yep.
Could I go ahead and do another walkthrough of the ship, just as a second glance?
Yep, there's still a bunch of rooms that haven't been searched.
What rooms?
Let's see, there's this one, this one, this one.
Okay, hold
this
on.
Area.
I have to zoom all the way out.
Alright.
Okay,
Here.
done.
Here, 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 here.
Okay, so
Alright.
I have 2 rooms marked. What other rooms? Here? I already have that room marked. It's the blue rectangle.
Warning.
Did we search?
Warning.
Okay, I think that's
Alright,
it.
while everyone is looting, I'm just gonna head back to the ship and start repairing it.
Yep, no problem. And Zar will join you.
Yeah.
You'll basically be on the
Oh, Jesus
inside,
Christ.
and Zar will be on the outside. He'll push the stuff on the outside, and you'll weld it from the inside, and then he'll weld it from the outside. So you'll cause a double seal.
No survivors.
I got a 2, and it was a crit. So that's great.
Congratulations, you've burnt your hand with the welder.
Oh.
At least she'll be easy to track.
I'm gonna take a look in this room.
You just hear slow
Yeah.
clapping in palms.
Yeah.
Slow clapping of charred palms.
You've got a hint that there may be a ZPN in this room, but you don't know how to release it.
Dang it. Can I look again?
You'd have to get somebody else to basically assist you.
I'll
Get
assist
it
you.
over here.
Okay, I was about to. Damn.
Okay, both
feel
of you
I
roll
do
as a
while I wait
D20
for the-
with advantage.
I got a 10.
Sid, basically you come over to this control panel, and you just start pressing buttons randomly. Basically, you turn into that cat from the computer hacking cat.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking wrong. There we go. Wait a second, I've got to fix up this. Ah, no, I've fucked it now, haven't I? There we go, good enough. Okay. And
How
after a
long
few
will it take
seconds,
to fix?
You must find another exit.
ZBM pops up.
Awesome.
Well, at your rate, Kamiko, you'll lose an arm before you fix it.
Improvised weapons. You never had a chance.
Great.
You know,
I mean, I can start the streak here too.
Yep. Okay, so you now have a ZPM. Well, another one. And it appears to have... let me just double check it. Because I've got to actually roll for its amount of...
Right. I've tried again for my fixing roll and I got a 5. So... Today's not my day, but...
Okay. Yep. The ZPM appears to be damaged, but it does contain some power. But it will need some repairs before it actually... you can utilize the power in it. Okay, you got a 5, Kamiko. Let's go with Zar, see what his is. A 17. Okay, you're doing pretty shit, Kamiko. You're trying to weld, but all you keep doing is you keep dropping your tools. You're not used to working in zero gravity like this. Zara, on the other hand, is on the outside, and he's just welding it up like bloody like the Marines from Aliens. He's just there, chonk, and it will take you about half a day, and you'll have to keep swapping in shifts, but you will get it sealed by the end of the day.
Nice.
Alright.
Okay, Ray, what would you like to do?
I have no clue.
No clue? Do you want to search one of the rooms or something like that?
Any room left?
Yep. I keep forgetting to... Let's see, there's this room, and...
If you're highlighting something, I don't see it.
Okay, we'll zoom out. This room here. This room here.
No, I don't see anything. Just say where it is.
Okay.
I'll put it
Top
on
left, bottom left, bottom right, center bottom.
Top left sounds good.
Okay. This is an escape pod. Give us a roll.
And okay. What's up?
Not bad. You find some emergency supplies.
Why not? Yoink yoink.
Yep.
For the team.
And a small power cell. Actually no, a medium power cell, sorry.
Whatever that means.
It's basically a small power unit that can actually be used to power the escape pod's life support, and if it lands, it'll be enough to power the radio and stuff like that.
Okay, I hope we have a ship inventory so someone can write it.
Alrighty. Shadow, your turn.
I'm going to search this escape pod here.
Okay, roll us d20. Yep, you find the exact same thing as Ray just did. Emergency food rations and a medium power cell.
How many food rations?
5 days.
Okay.
Okay, Sid.
I'm gonna, search that room.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, you find an electric razor.
Okay.
Toiletries.
check. Is there toiletries?
Yep. Desalinizer.
Wait, what?
A desalinizer. Basically a water purifier.
Okay. That's it?
Yes.
Trying something different.
Okay.
It's a bathroom, what do you expect?
Not much.
What other rooms are not searched, Lavitz?
Bottom left, center, and I think, and top right. So I forgot to reveal that one.
I'll go ahead and search the top right then.
Alrighty.
I'll go here.
It was an escape pod, but it looks like everything's been jettisoned out of it. It's taken too much damage.
Right. Could I do a cursory search of the bridge to see if I can...
Bridge has already been searched.
Okay, I'll just search the main room then, finally.
Okay. You see a few blood stains and a big hole in the floor.
And I guess that's it?
Yep.
And this room just hasn't been searched, has it?
That one there?
Yeah.
No, it hasn't been searched yet.
I swear to God.
That
Oh,
one
there.
time. Welcome back.
Wait, what? I've been here the whole time.
Oh. I didn't hear you. I thought you were going off
I'm
to
sorry.
feed your dog.
Oh, yeah, no, I came back a little while ago. I'm sorry. I thought I made myself known.
So I didn't hear you.
It's okay. Then again, there's not really much to be done during this part, so.
Well, there's searching and stuff like that, but you guys have basically searched the whole ship now.
Yep.
Unless you guys want to do like search for hidden stuff or something, but and
I don't know.
you'll basically roll of luck.
Take a phone call, hold on.
I'd like to search for hidden stuff, yes, because I that's why I was going to the bridge, because I wanted to search there to see if there was maybe a terminal or something.
Well, this search will basically be that you put on your little jump jets, and basically you'll fly around the ship to see if you can spot anything floating around it.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that then.
Everybody can do that if they'd like. Okay, Shadow, you find a locked crate.
Not happening. You're a two-bit slave trader and I don't have time for it.
I find 2 locked crates.
Yep, Ray, you find an even larger locked crate, and it's got a big old danger sign written on it.
I love it.
Right, I'm going to take this back. I'm going to push this back into the ship.
Yep, no problem. Okay.
And
Ricky, you find another.
Hello again.
Yep. You find an. Oh, sorry, Sid. You find a crate as well.
Oh.
Okay.
It has a sign on it, but the sign has been burnt off.
Okay.
Okay, Ruby, you want to give us a search around?
Let's do it. 15.
Okay, you find a small, normal plasma rifle floating in the middle of space.
Oh, nice. Where do I access my inventory? I always forget.
can I?
Yeah, edit it on your character sheet. Okay. You click on the character bio and info, and you just put it in there.
Oh, okay, I see. So what was it again?
Plasma rifle.
Oh, nice. I would definitely be needing that.
It's basically a slightly stronger version of the standard machine gun, like that the scouts get.
Would I be able to use it?
Not with that training, no, because you... Wait, what were you... No, you can use it. You can. You're a scout class, aren't you?
I am. Yeah. Wait, no, I'm a support.
Yes, support and scout are the same thing.
Ah, okay. Yeah, okay.
So yeah, you can use it. Alrighty. So everybody's done the search. I think Kamiko's muted himself for a second. I'm not sure what that's about. But
can I try and open the lockbox?
You'll have to bring it into the into your ship.
Yeah, that's what I said I was doing.
Yeah, well, give me a second and I'll bring everybody back to the ship once we're all done.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll be opening it up in space and the ship will just fly out.
What the hell do you...
Fair point.
Hopefully it's not something bad.
Shit, you sound like a pussy.
You never know.
I'm not going anywhere.
Wink wink at Labbits.
Don't tempt me, Ruby.
What do you mean? No, I'm talking about I'm talking about wink wink at something you've already planned.
I'm offering to be your friend.
Big stinky.
I take the offer.
Alrighty, so everybody's done here. I'll move you back to the ship.
Show up in a serverless freight to take you away somewhere? I think I'm stupid.
And
This ship is going down in flames. We can get you to safety, and we're asking for your help.
We can just knock her out.
We're not going to attack her. Good news. Look.
Hey, the space dragoon.
Make it worth my while.
there we go.
Step inside. Oh, that was a very tiring and scary adventure. To the neighboring ship.
Yeah. Not to mention, we still have, I think it was one more ship that was supposed to be with us.
I bet your
Yep,
ship's
the
got
Wyvern.
Cerberus databases. I want to look at those and see what Cerberus got. You want me on your team?
The ship that you
I'm
were just
going-
on was called the Drake.
I'll give you full access.
I'm going to head over to AIDS, and ask if he knows how to, if there's any certain encryptions or such I need to open the lockbox.
He says no, you'll basically have to pick it.
Ah.
Okay. How am I supposed to lockpick it when I have a robot hands?
Well, it's kind of like you have to kind of, in a sense, it's
It's like
it's a
Fallout
code,
4.
it's a coded thing. So you kind of need to hack it in a sense.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I
stuff-
was asking him. If there was any sort of special little decryption programs or such that I needed to do so.
He says that will go against my programming.
Welcome to the Nobility, Jack.
I thought your programming was to keep the crew alive.
On this ship,
Opening that box doesn't help in that.
back off, Shepard. I'm here because
It
it's our deal.
could contain food, however.
You have
Could it
food.
not?
Miranda will let you in the system.
Look at that, more food!
Hear that?
Will you object if I were to try and open it myself?
Me and every
Nope.
embarrassing little secret.
Okay.
Reading down in the hole.
Were you asking the AI there, or Labbits that?
Unlike a lot of
The AI.
Oh, okay.
people off me. Better that way.
That's a question that could be proposed to both.
Let me just copy that.
I guess I'm gonna go try and open it in the somewhere safe.
I've placed the 3 lock boxes in here.
Okay. I'm going to try and open one.
Okay, you want to open up yours?
Damn it.
You failed to break the code.
Can I keep trying or no?
No, not for a while. You'll have to recharge your hacking program.
How long is that going to take?
A while.
God damn it. Ruby, do you want to help me open this thing?
I don't know if I can try. Wait, where are you? Oh, they are.
In the cargo vault. Hold.
Boopity 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 boop. What's up? Hello there, my fellow robot companion. What is the matter?
Can you please open the lockbox?
Affirmative. I will try and do it. People.
What?
Fuck.
Okay. A red light flashes on there, and it says, 1 chance left.
Oh fuck. Wait.
Sid, do you want to come try?
No, she might die.
Sid, do you mind coming and trying?
She's too busy doing something else. Wait, is she here?
Yeah, she's here. Can you come help us try and open this lockbox?
I'm just quiet.
Yeah, we know. We're asking if you can help us open this lockbox.
I guess I could attempt it.
I hope she doesn't fail and dies. If she does, then blame it on you, Shadow.
Alright, I rolled a 10 for the lockbox.
Oh, damn.
Oh! Jesus Christ.
I think, Rabbits,
Thank you very much.
I think this is karma being, okay, you've had enough bad rolls in the other game. We'll be nice to you now.
Okay, so let's see. So Kamiko, which one were you opening first?
Whichever one they wanted to open, I guess.
Okay, you opened up in a sense, the medium box. I got tobacco on my tooth. Okay, so we'll open up that one first, and then we'll go to Sid's fucking second crit on finding something.
Lavitz, this is third crit.
No, crit and just the box itself. What was the other one? No, Ray's was a crit, wasn't it?
Mine was a 19.
Yeah.
Close, but...
Okay. Let's see what was in there. Yeah, within this one is what's it fucking called? Okay. Give me a second. Let's give that back to the GM layer. Sorry, let me think for a second.
That's okay.
Basically, it is a mech suit power pack.
Oh, cool. What's that
Nice.
do?
It's basically a free level up.
Would I be allowed to use that then?
I don't really care.
I mean, I'm going to go ahead and use it.
Basically, it's a 10 XP thing. You get 10 XP, basically.
Fair enough.
Now, Sid, okay. Your stupid fucking thing. You find...
Gosh, so rude.
She keeps rolling fucking 20s on getting cool shit.
That's because she's lucky. She's
Okay.
blessed with the luck. Don't hate. Gosh. Heck.
Okay. You get... what's it called? A power amp for your sniper rifle.
Nice.
Awesome.
So,
I want to limp over to the cockpit and check in with the aides about the current situation regarding the atmosphere. Make sure everything's still good.
Okay. The power pack will give you a +5 on damage. Welcome back, Ray. Before you talk to Aid, we'll get Ray to have a look at his thing.
Briefly get online.
So what was that, mate?
Briefly get online. Had to disconnect.
What?
He needs to get back online.
9. I got a 9.
You got a 9? Yep. You failed to open it.
Yes, Ben, I failed to open my own 1d20. Good night, all.
Alright.
Should we help him by opening it for him?
Do you guys want to? Go ahead.
I'd probably leave it for him to when he comes back.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's not mine. I'm not touching it.
We might want to sit there and start doing repairs.
I already did them. I'm just checking the dates to make
Not on the ship, on us. We're pretty beat up. We also need to give the fucking guys a proper funeral.
Oh, you guys can do that.
It's only fair that the captain be there, since he's an officiary.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, you're a
busy
public
fixing the
servant. Do our shit. I mean, stuff.
I don't know if you guys noticed what I was doing with the corpses when I was busy with them, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
What are you doing?
Probably screwing them.
Furry things.
I was tossing them off the things they were busy being on because it was important. So, I've got more important
They're
things
just
to do.
moving around.
Plus, that was when we were sitting there and trying to fight for survival. We're not in that same situation at the moment.
And don't forget, these are humans, not furries.
I know, they're humans. They're
He's
still
just a
dead.
general all-around dick. That's what it is.
No, at the moment we're
I
alive
mean,
and they're dead.
Oh, damn
So,
it, what's the
yeah.
mean?
Our survival comes first.
Let's
And we
see.
are safely aboard a ship that is no longer fucking leaking atmo.
Yeah, and I'm checking with aids to make sure that that actually worked.
Checking that you don't have AIDS.
No, I already know I have AIDS.
Oh, okay. Alright, no need to check then.
Anyway, Lavitz, what's AIDS give me for the report on it?
He says the atmosphere is still stuck at 85%, but it is stable. The rest of it is just that the atmosphere, like the oxygen things can't actually, they're not running at a full efficiency.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Alright, well, that's good enough then.
It's sufficient enough that your suits will pick up the slack without any strain, so you're fine at the moment. It'll be a problem.
Yeah, well.
It's a Ron job.
Alright, is this broken? Can I fix that?
What is that? Sorry, what were you?
This thing here.
The ZPM. It is leaking fuel, but it is not overly damaged.
Yeah, well, I don't want anything leaking fuel.
Yeah. Well, basically, these things, when they leak fuel, they just kind of bleed out their energy. That it doesn't actually harm people unless they go critical.
Yeah, well, I'm still gonna fix it. And I rolled to fix it for 19.
Yep. You managed to repair the ethereal crack, basically.
Alright, excellent.
Now, you guys found a ZPM earlier in the other ship.
I have it.
That one's currently damaged, but if you link it up to, you may be able to use what's left of that one to actually charge your ZPM.
Can I attempt to repair it a little bit?
You can attempt, yeah.
I'll assist.
Yep, you managed to stop it from bleeding out. What energy, pardon me, was but the crack in it is still severe, so it will actually, like, it's not draining its energy as much, but it's, in a sense, it's stabilized, in a sense, but it's still going to lose its energy over time.
Alright, I'm guessing I didn't really help when I tried to repair, so alright.
No.
Alright, let's connect these two bad boys.
Yep. Okay, roll us to transfer the energy.
4. Excellent.
Okay, roll me a d20.
Oh no. No.
Yeah, this isn't my day for rolling.
Okay,
I'll be right back.
Congratulations, you've gained 7% power from that ZPM, and it shatters and falls to pieces.
Dang it!
That's not bad. It's 7 of a possible 20.
Can I pick up the pieces?
Yeah, but they're now completely inert. These things are like a battery. Like,
That's fine. I just need the pieces.
Yep, ZPM shards.
How many?
Just put, broken ZPM shards.
Alright.
Bring it on, you son of a bitch.
Now,
How
if
am I
you want,
holding up right now?
your suit's quite badly damaged, but this is law for everybody, provided they can hear me. Yep. Basically, what you need to do is to repair yourself, you need to get those power gems, those small ones, plug them into the fabricator, and get that to actually to repair you.
Alright.
The fabricator is also how you level up.
Alright, well, I'll repair myself later once everything's done. I'd like to take a look at the oxygen.
I'm back.
Okay, welcome. Yeah, I was just explaining, Ruby, to repair yourself, you need to get those power crystals that I gave you, those small ones. You have to plug them into the fabricator, which is down here, and it will basically repair your suit for you.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that.
You mean the power cells, or was there specific crystals?
The power cells.
Okay.
You know those small ones that you found?
Yeah.
Or you can use a larger one to repair everybody.
Oh.
I just have.
You guys can have fun with that. I'm gonna go look for the. I'm gonna see if I can't repair the oxygen, wherever that is.
Yep. That is here.
Okay.
Yeah?
We don't sacrifice lives.
Alright.
What? Don't kill yourself. What?
Let's pray to the god. Alright, 10.
10. Yeah, you managed to tinker a little bit on it,
You're in danger.
and it is now gone to 100%. The atmosphere has properly fully returned
Thanks to you, we have a burning refinery.
to your ship.
Alright.
Okay.
How's
So,
my vital signs
do I
doing?
need to roll per cell, or?
No, it's free. Basically, you just slip the cell into the machine like a battery, and then you just step into the machine, and it'll repair your thing. I actually posted a video in Space Dragoons a while back. Let me just repost it.
It was so awful. My mom was like, I'm gonna kill myself, help me! I'm like, what? She couldn't take off her bracelet because her nails were too long. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what are you gonna kill yourself? Because I'm gonna. Because I can't get this off.
Alrighty, I've just posted in Space Dragoons what the fabricator basically does. So if you play that video, you'll see.
Oh, you could have just said the Dead Space. Yeah, you could have just
but
said Dead Space.
not everybody's played Dead Space.
Yeah, I haven't.
So you just watch that video. Basically, you insert a small power cell into it, and basically your experience is basically power cells, in a sense.
Okay, so putting 5 in, what would that do to me?
Now, basically, once you get 10 power cells, like I'll give you guys basically power at the end of each game, and then once you reach certain thresholds, you'll level up like experience points. But those power cells themselves, they're basically a healing potion.
Alright.
Okay,
My vitals
so
down.
pretty much 1 power cell equals how much
A
health?
full heal. Basically, it powers up the machine just enough to repair the ship, but it can't make improvements to you. It will literally just repair damage.
Okay, I'm okay with that. a lot of hat.
I'd like to check my vitals.
Okay. Roll to check vitals.
Alright, what's the roll for that?
D10 plus mechanics.
That's it.
Your vitals are fine. Your spacesuit itself is undamaged. Your mech suit is damaged, but your spacesuit is not.
I've got cracks in the visor or something.
No, it's just when your gun basically blew, it sent shards and freaking ripped half your armor off. So it's ripped basically a massive void out of it.
Alright, well, since we're here, I'm going to take a look at the mech suit. Because none of these people are going to need it. To see if I can't get some parts off of it.
Yep. It is completely useless. It's been ripped apart and damaged too much by the vacuum of space.
I'm going to lightly kick it.
Okay.
And mutter something angrily in Ukrainian.
Okay. You kick it and you hurt your foot.
Okay.
You're going to walk with a limp for the next half hour because you stubbed your toe.
This entire time, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
This hat was made for the Tip of the Hat's charity event.
Okay. By the way, everybody gets 5 power. So put that in your thing, 5 XP.
Alright.
Oh wait, no, wait a second. Let me just check how many there were. I've just got to recheck. It might actually be 6.
Whoa.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Okay, no, it was 7 XP you get.
Okay. All of us?
Everybody gets 7 XP, yes.
Nice.
And who did we just lose? We just lost Kamiko.
Oh.
Gets 7. At level at 10 XP, you will gain enough power to be able to select an upgrade from the fabricator. So basically what happens is you'll go in there, you'll program it, you'll put that amount of energy into it, and then it'll bolt on your armor or soup up your hydraulics or fix up your targeting system, stuff like that. But the fabricator is very thirsty for power. So it takes...
I'd like to...
Yep.
No, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you were done.
Nah, go on.
I was going to ask if I could go ahead and do that then.
You don't have enough power. You have 7 power.
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah, you can use the 10 XP, yeah. So you can go up level 1.
Right, and I'm going to put that into... Which was it that increased health, by the way?
That is plating.
Right, okay. I'm going to put a point into plating then.
Yep.
And that'll increase my suit level to 2, I believe.
So we don't quite have a level up yet, right?
Yeah, he got the free level up from the case. Oh wait, no, wait a second. Let me just check how many there were. Just gotta recheck. It might actually.
Whoa. Oh.
I'll take you out with me.
Okay, no, it was 7 XP you get.
Okay. All of us?
Everybody gets 7 XP, yes. And who did we just lose?
We down here.
We just lost Kamiko.
Oh.
Kill them!
At level at 10 XP, you will gain enough power to be able to select an upgrade
what's
from the
this?
fabricator. So basically what happens is you'll go in there, you'll program it, you'll put that amount of energy into it, and then it'll go from your armor or soup up your hydraulic.
Firing eye impact shot.
Targeting system, stuff like that. But the fabricator is very thirsty for power. So it takes...
I'd like to...
Yeah.
Peter! Stop hiding behind these men and come fight
I
me!
was gonna ask if I could go ahead and do that.
You don't have enough power. You have 7 power. Oh yeah, you can use
And stay
the
there.
10 XP, yeah. So you can go up level 1.
Right, and I'm going to put that into...
First aid.
Which was it
Bring
that
on me.
increased health, by the way?
That is plating.
Okay, I'm gonna put points into plating then. Yep, and that will increase my suit level to 2, I believe.
We don't quite have a level up yet, right?
Yeah, he got the free level up from the case.
Firing eye impact
Leveling
shot.
up system is different in this one. It is a D4, and then it's plus plating.
Oh, come on!
You can re-roll a 1.
Yeah, because that's just...
Okay, you get 4 extra HP.
So that's 16 plus 4.
That's 20 health.
Nice. Can we go ahead and just increase, repair it complete? Can I go ahead and repair it completely?
Yeah, you get a free repair when you level up.
Okay.
Okay, Ruby, I'm going to alter your pistol. I mean, not your pistol. Your light blaster, and turn that to the plasma blaster because that's an upgrade.
Okay. Thank you.
Plasma.
Oh, are you doing it or should I?
I'm doing it.
Okay.
So that will be a D10.
Be fully prepared to defend any changes to your weapon, because he has a tendency to forget he makes them sometimes.
That's why I'm doing it, and that's why you upgrade your weapons. You don't get like swap them over and replace them. Like you basically your weapon gets upgraded, as opposed to
it's just,
having like 5 different weapons of different names and different stuff like that.
I know, I remember you sat there and would, me and you would sit there and talk about, how I got certain roles over in, fucking, Netherworld Dragoons, even though you were the one who wrote the actual roles. Because we would both be sitting there, be like, you know, where did you get this number? I don't know, you put it there.
Yeah.
Okay, so now instead of doing a D8, you do a D10.
Okay. Nice.
Hey! I need to look into getting a different weapon, well, maybe. Besides its sword. Hey, could I ask Aid something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now that we have more power and such, can he somehow boost his scanners to see if he can detect the wyvern?
Yeah, he's still currently getting the power. Like, this guy still probably need he suggests plugging in the Naquita generator to try and boost his power output, because at the moment the ship has movement thrusters and that's about it.
Got it.
That and an atmosphere.
I thought he had base sensors. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, he has very short range sensors.
Okay.
But they require more power in order to go further.
Alright, well,
Makes sense.
doesn't Kamiko have the 0 point module?
That's already been used. You guys gain 7 extra power from that.
Right, so how do we increase the power even more?
Like I just said, attach the ZPM generator not the DPM, the Nakwita generator, to try and boost the ship's output a little bit, and then you'll have to do repair, like do an internal scan to try and figure out what needs to be repaired, and then repair it.
Alright, let's try and install that generator after we bury the bodies. Ruby, since you're second highest and Kamiko's Kamiko, do you want to...
Kamiko's not here.
Yeah, I know.
Do I want to what?
Help with the barrel?
Oh yeah. Alright, well I'm right here. So would I roll for anything, or is it just kind of in character, kind of just doing it?
It's more or less just in character. We're basically going to essentially, grab their bodies, put them in the airlock, say a few words, and send them out into space.
Okay. Do we have that barrel?
Why do we need a barrel?
I thought you said a barrel.
No, Ariel.
Oh.
Alright, here's your options. You can jettison them into space, you can incinerate them in the engines, you can leave them to rot, you can freeze them, or you can put them in a container and kind of do the Spock thing.
I think we should put...
Or you can eat them.
Jesus.
I think we should either... sit there and put them, burn them in the engines, so they become space dust and live amongst the stars for the rest of their known lives. If you know what I mean.
There exists. I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean. Or we could sit there and put them back in the cryo so they can get proper burials if we ever head to the home plant we came from.
I don't think we are, so incinerator.
Huh?
I said I don't think we are, so incinerator.
We are what?
I don't think we're actually going back home.
No, but we could go and land someplace and ship them back.
I think space has to be cooler.
Yeah, I'm more worried about the families back home who will not know what happened.
They just kind of died.
Yeah. Let's just...
really
actually, no. AIDS did say he can keep recollection of what happened, so he can...
Okay.
As soon as he connects to some sort of network, I'm sure he can upload what happened.
Yeah.
I remember AIDS saying that.
Yeah. AIDS said that the first day when we were originally discussing what to do with him. AIDS said that we asked how, because we were having this issue where we wanted to make sure that we did not get, basically blamed for their deaths, and he said that he recorded their deaths.
Oh yeah, he recorded the death.
Not recorded their deaths, but registered that they are dead and that we did not kill them.
Yeah, so I don't know where you got this linking to another network and stuff from.
What?
I'm assuming that he has some way to upgrade his firmware and such. And there are some sort of intergalactic networks of some degree. I'm imagining
that... sort of life support kind of thing where it's like monitors their vitals.
Yeah, think a bit like Dead Space. People have basically their little life bar thing on the back of their suit, and that connects to the network and tells you if that person's dead or not.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining the company has some way to contact him, and by that same way, he can contact the company and essentially inform them of these crew members' deaths.
Or more so, he just has memory logs of what occurred, and then once we're able to get to a secure connection, if he doesn't already have one, it will then be able to be sent. Because I'm guessing we don't have a secure connection right now.
Well, yeah, no, we don't have the power. That's why I'm saying, once we get to an actual location, he should be able to get we should be able to, at least temporarily hook him up to some sort of power source so he can send a message back to the company that we work for, basically informing them of the crew members' deaths.
And what the hell's going on
basically,
with us.
When he logs, does an update, or a thing update, it'll basically just come up with the names, and it'll be like, KBA. And that will be it.
KIA mean?
No, KBA. Killed by accident.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, but I'm imagining once we get power back up and running after we search the manage to get the Wyvern going, or not going, but searched, we can head to some sort of secure location to transmit that data. Or at least that's the hope that I have, because I'm sure that we're going to want to sit there and find some sort of civilization to sit there and essentially try and figure out what we're supposed to do next. Because I don't think we were ever told our mission objectives.
Your mission was to go to the front lines.
Alright, but front lines for what? Do we have any memory, or...?
Yeah, there's a galactic war hit going on.
Okay.
And you're there to spread the love and compassion of the glorious Federation.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have a ton of fucking cryo-frozen troops, don't we?
Yeah, you got a reasonable amount, and some mechs. Then the other ship was bringing materials, and then the Wyvern was bringing other things.
Well, I can imagine that our mission directives would have probably have to be altered by now due to the massive amount of damage and such, as well as the loss of 2 of our sister ships. We would not be an effective fighting force if we were to just go to the front lines now.
Well, the question is, you don't even know where you are right now.
That is also a valid point, which means we need to get that, I keep wanting to say ZPM module because I remember fucking Stargate Atlantis, and I'm like, that produces power! But I fucking know you mean the Naquita generator, because we need to get that hooked up to get the sensors on, and see if we can maybe find the Wyvern.
No, you need to hook it up to basically boost the power of the ZPM. Basically, you can you can actually charge a ZPM in this world.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually hook it up and actually force energy into it to actually boost its power.
Speaking of, do you want me to hook up that generator now?
That would actually be a good idea, probably, yes. Because if we hook that up, we should be able to boost the sensors enough to sit there and get to the Wyvern.
Well, let's see.
Oh, I'd like to ask Age to register the Drake's crew as killed in an accident as well.
He says it's already been done.
Okay.
Alright.
Welcome back.
Alright, where do we need to go to hook up this generator?
Right here.
Engine.
Where?
Right here,
Engine room.
dead center of the ship. To the left.
Let's try this.
Okay, I can't find a decent...
freaking... I rolled a 2.
Okay, you failed to hook it up.
I'm not gonna search you.
I'm going to go downstairs and grab some Kool-Aid. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Ruby, you want to try?
Once I load in...
Hello. Yeah, sure. Might as well.
Okay.
Boop. Boop. Hello. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, you can't figure out how to work a Naquita generator either.
Nope.
Kamiko.
Alright, I rolled a 9. How good is that?
You are having trouble connecting it as well. I'll give all 3 of you a chance, but you won't have any pluses or minuses. Basically, it'll be whoever rolls.
Alright, that's fine.
The 3 of you roll with advantage. 16. Yep. You managed to click it in. Now roll to transfer the power. That's a flat D20.
The power.
Oh, okay. Amazing.
Yep, you managed to put 1% across.
Probe launched.
What about my 18?
You're 18, you managed to load the other kilo into the generator.
Okay, good.
So now roll to a D20 again.
Me?
You can, whoever rolls first. Okay.
This is like my 3rd time rolling a 1 on tech thing.
That's right. Luckily, it didn't cause it to explode, which was pretty lucky. That was more of a luck roll as opposed to, well, more of an efficiency roll as opposed to an actual. If you rolled the 1 on plugging it in, it could have blown up the whole ship.
Oh my god, we've all just died.
I would have given you a countdown to try and do something.
Probe away.
Oh, okay.
Either way, your ship is now running at 24%.
That's good.
Some of the systems are starting to come online. And we just go through the thing.
Okay, so we've doubled our power output now.
Yes. And you're no longer leaking fuel as well. Okay. Now, the AI comes basically 50%. Okay, the AI is now running at 50% power of its power capacity. Or was it? Yeah, 24, aren't you? 24 power. Okay, now
can I try and patch up some of the issues I'm having?
Sorry, you cut out there. What was that, mate?
Can I patch up my suit a little bit?
Yeah, those power crystals that you got.
I don't have any.
Well, they're basically a healing crystal. Basically, you put it in the fabricator, and it will heal you.
Yeah, I don't have any of that.
Wait a second. I'll add a new handout. Okay. Things on ship. Now, how many power crystals did you guys find?
No idea.
Sid?
What?
How many power crystals did you find?
5. I'm down to 4 because I used 1 for myself.
Okay, well there's 4. Full heal.
Well, I need to let my dog in real quick. Hold up.
Oh, I'd like to see if I can repair a little bit of damage first.
Yep, you want to do it by hand, basically, do you?
Yep. I'm an old-fashioned person like that.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to repair some damage
16.
to yourself. Let's see, roll us a d20. You managed to repair 4 damage.
Alright, great. So I don't have as many cracks in my eyes or whatever.
Well, your whole side was blown out from your gun basically detonating. Okay, 4 full heal power crystals.
Speaking of, I'd like to take a look at my gun too. And rubies, that was also having issues.
Alrighty. Aqueduct generator.
Alright. Amazing. I critically failed to observe my critically damaged gun is.
Yeah, you realize that your gun is completely useless, and you throw it away and grab Ruby's gun that she's replaced. So I'm back. Basically, you got a new gun. Okay, Shadow, how many power crystals did you find? Because they basically go to the ship inventory.
3 small, 1 medium.
Okay, so 4.
Can I use the old gun's parts to essentially replace the new one?
You basically just swap it over.
Alright. Well, that's good enough, I guess.
And play
Still the same thing, just with a different plasma core or whatever.
Wait a second. I'm just writing this stuff down. And what was it? 1
medium, 3 small.
Okay, Sid, did you find a medium power crystal as well, didn't you?
No, just the 5 small ones.
Okay.
And like I said, I used 1 to repair myself.
Yep, no, that's no problem. Basically, those kind of crystals, they all go into the ship's inventory that the crew can use. So there's 7 full heal crystals, which are the small power crystals. Medium power crystal can be used to do some repairs to certain parts of the ship, or it can be used to get a small amount of XP.
Do we have enough power for the comm system?
Well, that depends. First, you have to roll to run a scan, but then you can choose where you want to distribute the power.
System check.
Yep. Tech.
So I'm gonna assume we're kind of done with missions today, or?
Yeah. Now it's basically get the ship up and running and figure out what the hell's going on with it.
Let's go ahead and give a burial since someone's not wanting them.
Okay. What was that, Kimiko?
Yeah, I'm busy with important. You guys can handle.
You keep cutting out like crazy, Kimiko. Like half the time I can't hear you, the other half the time I can't understand you.
Yeah, I think my sister's on the internet, so you know. But yeah, you guys can have the burial, and I'll just do the work.
Alright. While you guys are doing the burial, we'll roll for Kimiko's to basically get aids to run a system check, which thing, and then you'll have to figure out. Yep.
System check.
Okay.
What the heck is that thing, Lavitz?
What thing? That is an Aquila generator.
That looks like a gate dialer.
Yeah, because I couldn't find a picture of the Aquila generator.
Fair enough. No PNG.
Okay, there's what you've got so far. So you can select one system to basically bring online.
Okay, so weapon systems are offline, as is the turret, the gravity, communication, and shields. Now, with gravity is by far the least important of that. So,
I'd say either communication or shields.
Weapons is also available, but
I'd say defensive is our best option right now. We don't want to go offensive right away.
We also don't want to be sitting ducks, though.
Yeah, so I'm thinking shield.
Okay.
I'm just going to do communications for now.
Yeah.
By the way, Lavitz, I'm sending you an image that I found. Let me help.
I'm going to Lavitz, I have a question.
Yep. Thanks for. Yep.
If I put in, can I then reroute power once we're done communicating to shield?
Yes, you can, but it will take a chunk out of your power itself.
I hope those 2 images help. Because I sent you 2.
Well,
yep.
I'm just gonna.
They might.
I'm just gonna run the communications. If we can phone home, that would be excellent.
Okay, so you want to basically send out an SOS?
No, I want to call a company.
That's basically what an SOS is. You call out the company. Hey, things are fucked up.
We're kind of dying. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere. All the crew's dead. We're all taking damage from one of our friends. We are dying.
Okay, your system comes online quite easily. All they needed was power. Okay, and now let me roll to the background. Okay, the signal is strong. Oh.
Nice.
No reply.
What can I pick up?
You send out a subspace message, which can reach thousands of light years, and there's no reply.
Well,
that's not good. How far, of course, did that fucking jump make us?
Well, that you'd need to run your scanners,
which we can't do.
You can.
No, we
don't have enough power though.
You've lost 2% power.
We should probably put we should probably sit there and try and get everything done with the sensors, so we can try and find out where the Wyvern is. Perhaps that can assist us in further repairs of the main ship.
Wasn't the Wyvern with the ship we were just?
No, we were just on the Drake.
The Wyvern's the one we lost.
If I was a betting woman, I'd say the Wyvern is probably at the desk.
You've just cut out completely there, so we did not hear what you just said.
If I was a betting woman, I'd say the Wyvern is at the destination.
Launching probe.
Well, basically,
I like AIDS.
At the moment, you're basically running blind. At the moment, you can only your scanners are only reaching probably about 10 kilometers. They're in very low power. If you want to put the scanners online, it will cost you power, but it will broaden them quite extensively. At full power, they can basically search a small solar system.
We should probably put the power as much power as we can feasibly into it for now, because even if we don't see the Wyvern, we want to get a general idea of what we're looking at in terms of system. Because that may be able to help us find out where we're
going. I'd like to transfer the power that's being allocated to the communications to the scan.
Yep. Okay, the scanners are now off. The scanners are now full powered. And let's roll. Okay, on your location in space, the computer can't make out the constellations. You're not in a system recognized by the Federation's star charts.
Oh, that's just fucking great.
What nearby planets are there?
There is 2 nearby planets with habitable atmosphere. Well, with atmosphere that would support life. The AI has done a diagnostic on what has happened. Basically, what's happened is you were in a hyperspace tube, basically, which is like a hyperspace highway, where they actually, instead of engaging the ship's hyperdrive, it's almost like a hyperspace tunnel that they actually fire a ship through, a bit like a barrel of a gun.
Oh, so like the Mass Effect relays.
In a sense, yes. And basically what's happened, or if you've watched Heavy Metal 2000, something along that lines. Sorry, my voice has gone a bit croaky. And what's happened is, in the collision, it has caused the tunnel to break, and your ship engaged its hyperdrive in an error, which has then slingshotted you and the other ships, assumingly, in a random direction.
Alright.
One question about the planet.
Yes.
Can the AI,
Can it detect
is
civilization?
it being a habitable planet? Is there species on said planet? And if so, are they more primal or not?
Is there civilization? That's the main
It's
question.
unknown about the civilization level. It's when it says habitable planets, it means it has enough, an environment that would suit carbon-based life forms.
It can support life, but other than that, the life on there is unknown.
Yes.
I'd like Age to run a scan to see if there's any
more essentially scanning around to search different celestial bodies using his scanner to see if there's any foreign objects in orbit or such around each place. Possibly manufactured, definitely not natural. If we can figure out if someone has been here before in some term of the semblance, we can relatively figure out somewhat of what next to do.
Alrighty, let's run a scan. Okay, yes, there are some unnatural things. Around one of the planets there appears to be an extremely old, very primitive satellite relay.
Okay.
On the same planet, there appears to be some ancient electronics that they can tell. But they're very sparse, like maybe 2 or 3 places on the entire planet. So
Still in use, or
the amount of energy that it's putting out means that it's quite primitive. Maybe an early settler ship landed there a long time ago, but we're probably talking, a couple thousand years ago.
Can AIDS do a subsurface scan of different planets if she focuses her sensors?
Yeah, he's still trying to figure it. He's still running those scans. Now, on that same planet, there does seem to be what are they called? Particle trails. And who did we just lose? I think it might have been Kamiko.
Yeah, it was Kamiko.
There's some particle trails generally left by an ion drive engine.
Okay, so here's the fact that we know that. We know that this area has been visited by some sort of civilization before. We know that there has been life on that planet, and that they had enough power and technology to become spacefaring to some degree. They orbited, they left a satellite there, and they have some surface installations, and there's an ion trail, possibly meaning that there is another ship capable of space flight. I think with all of that known, we should probably, after we find the Wyvern, work on making our way there, because that may be our best bet of figuring out where the fuck we are, depending on what information those different things hold. And I've just realized that I'm basically talking to just you.
Not me.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're there.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm here. I'm just kidding, I understand what you're talking about. It's just funny because it's a lot of technological term.
Of course, this is a lot of assumptions. Yes, I realize that, Lavette, but it's the best we got to work with. We have no communications with the company. We don't know where we're at. Right now, we need to somehow follow any lead we can to figure out where we are. And I know I'm assuming that we're going to find something there, but we don't really have many other options, do we?
Not really a lot of options, no.
So I think in this case, it's safe to assume that that's our best course of action.
It's up to you.
With the supplies and such we have right now, even if we do have food and such, it's not infinite. We need supplies.
As long as you've got power, as long as you have power, you'll have food. The fabricator will actually create food for you.
Yes, and power is not infinite.
Yeah, but it doesn't. To create food, all you need to do is basically chuck a chunk of steel or something useless in it. Press a button, and it will reconfigure it and create food out of it.
But we have a particle reconfigurer.
Yeah, that's what the fabricator is.
It's awesome.
It breaks down energy and recreates it and fabricates it into a new form.
Right, well, before we do anything, Ruby, you mind helping me burn these bodies in the engines?
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and do that so Kamiko doesn't fix anymore.
Okay.
Absolutely just Kobe them into the fucking flames.
Okay. Let me just move that there. Okay, you chuck them in the engines, and they disintegrate. Meanwhile, it's not time to make a change. Just relax, take it easy.
Honestly, I think that's our best course of action, to be honest. Like, in your personal opinion, Lavis, knowing all the stuff about space shit you know, would that be a good course of action?
Yeah, probably. Following the Iron Trail, which, let me just see if the scanner's actually... Yeah, the Iron Trail actually indicates that it is the Wyvern.
So the Wyvern is still active?
Well, if anything, it's left an ion trail, so it means the engines were blasting when it went towards the planet.
Oh, so it's heading towards the planet?
Yeah, it's landed on the planet.
Oh shit, that's not good. I say that's not good because that could possibly mean that if there were any survivors, they're dead now, because I'm not sure that's going to be a very happy landing.
Yeah, maybe. It could possibly be a crash landing. Could possibly be they actually landed.
Yeah, these ships are quite easily capable of landing. They have no problem landing most times, providing the ship is functional.
Right,
So,
and we got hit by a meteor.
Possibly hit towards the planet?
You'll have to get your engines online, so you have to do a few slapdash repairs. Either, let's see, the engines are damaged with minimal thrust. So, with minimum thrust, you could get there, but taking off the planet, you'd need to repair the engines. So if you land on that planet, you're stuck there till they're repaired.
Yes, but this leaves us on a place that is not just constantly floating in space.
Yeah. Plus natural materials.
Exactly.
I do think, however, before we go actually into the planet, we should sit there and check out that orbital satellite that may provide useful data on the surface.
Okay, let me just edit. I've got to take into account the sitting at.
How long would it take us if we were to just go towards the satellite right now?
With just your maneuvering thrusters, it'd probably take you about a week. But if you divert more power to the engines, they have minimum thrust, but that's still sub-light thrust, basically. So it'd only take a few hours.
Right. So let's work on getting those engines up and repaired, and see if we can. In the meantime, we can make our. Let's see if we can get the engines repaired. If we can, we're gonna want to sit there and get to the satellite, and then down to the planet.
Yep.
Before we do any of that, can I put power into communications to try and get a communication signal to the Wyvern?
Yeah, you can try.
I'd like to try, see if we can maybe get into contact, see if there's anything.
Okay.
I mean, we're going to investigate anyway, but it's better to check.
Well, the thing is, sending out the SOS would have gone to basically anything around. It basically sends out a pulse.
That's pretty much what I was thinking. Maybe we should get our shields up as soon as possible, just on the off chance.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the shields will help you on entry if you land on the planet.
Exactly, and I was specifically against the communication, but Kamiko was like, no, we're gonna communicate.
Yeah,
it was the...
I was about to say, that pulse, there's one key word Lavitz left out there. It is not discriminant. Meaning that anything could have heard that
Well, you
pulse.
just said that.
Well, it is encrypted basically to be mainly go to Federation ships and stuff, things like that, things of your technology.
But there is such thing as pirates. Well, that's an assumption.
You mean?
I don't know. True.
Oh my God! Land pirates, sea bandits.
Ow, brain hurt.
Space
Ah.
Oh, I wish Kamiko was here. He would have got that.
Dragoons?
Beg your pardon?
What? Nothing.
So I didn't hear you.
Pirate sea bandits. You know what?
Sea bears?
Country music is just farm emo.
Oh my god.
How is that farm emo? How?
Okay, before we get too off track. God, I can't believe I'm the one saying that. I mean, you know me, fucking normally I'm the one who gets us on track, but fucking, I think that that the point Sid is trying to make is that because it was so indiscriminate, even if the message is encrypted, it would relatively, I think it would be easy for an AI system kind of like AIDS or, you know, rudimentary stuff to be able to detect which general direction it came from. So it may be a matter of time before something not so friendly comes to us. That's not to mention the possibility, and that is a possibility, not an assumption that it is a thing, that there may be creatures that can detect such a pulse.
Very well possible.
I swear, Kamiko's going to get us all killed.
I don't like the fact that he is our captain.
I don't either. But Levitz said because of his background, he's the captain.
Because of his background, he's a butt.
Hey, you're co-cap, or you're second in command.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a coup and just fucking stab him in the back. Right in the spine.
To be fair,
Okay, Jess Phillips.
Oh no, he'll just end up being Julius Caesar at this point.
It's too brute. Yeah, bitch.
Levitz, out of character wise, what would be the protocol on that?
What? Like a coup?
Yeah, committing a coup or mutiny.
No.
I'd advise against it, but you guys do whatever you want to do.
No, I'm asking like what the protocol is.
Getting on all of our nerves at this point.
I mean, like, how would we go about that in game? Are there any special hoops we need to jump through? Or...
We're not actually gonna do a coup. In this meeting.
Are you sure? Because at this point, I'm open to any and all suggestions.
I mean, that kind of be a dick move.
Why don't you just talk to Kamiko?
Yeah, it's. What, we're just gonna kill him off from the game? Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Why would he
well,
listen to him?
You say that, but I mean, has that really even gotten to play? I mean, we're all just. That's all it just seems to be. Well, what is he? Wait, what do you mean?
In the beginning, do you not remember?
What did he say?
Fucking. Now I gotta fucking try and remember what exactly he said. Fucking.
If it didn't affect the gameplay, then it doesn't matter. It was all just banter and nonsense that we were saying in character that didn't actually affect the gameplay, how the game develops, any sort of stats or any sort of
if
changes.
you want to go based off of that, you know, based off of in-character shit, a mutiny would still be possible, because some people wouldn't deal with that shit.
I'm basing it on the fact that
captain, and
I'm
most
basing this
of
off
his crew.
guys. I'm basing off the fact that this is a fucking video game that we're playing, and that he just wants to play. That's his character. That's fine. We don't.
Yeah, his character.
We don't have to
His
stand it,
character
but it's also
backstory
just.
literally is that he got screwed over by basically non-humans, so he's very prejudiced towards them because of his past. He's actually
Even
just
then,
playing
who
his
gives a shit?
character.
It's just a video game.
Yeah, he's just playing his character really well.
Why does he have any less of a reason to play this game than you do, Shadow? Or do I?
I have no.
I'm not saying he shouldn't play.
Well, then what do you expect for him to do if we stage a coup, huh? You expect for him to just sit in the back? No, we kill him.
No,
We'd fucking
no,
slaughter him and he would die.
Ruby.
He wouldn't submit power any other way. We'd have to kill him.
Okay.
It's Julius Caesar, that bitch.
I was truly joking about actually staging a coup, but I don't like the fact that his character is very prejudiced against non-human species. I get why, and I understand that, but it does affect the crew itself, because 90% of the crew is actually non-human. So either he needs to understand that, or he's gonna have a bit of a big problem with the other crew. That's what I'm getting at. I'm not saying we kill him outright. I'm saying he needs to understand that he should trust the people he's working with instead of just being a dick to everybody.
Well, the thing is, his character may be being a dick, but his character actually does intend to take the role of captain very seriously and keep his crew alive. That is one thing that he did say when he was, that is actually part of it. He doesn't, even if he doesn't like non-humans, he will keep them alive as being a captain. He takes responsibility for that. That was one of the things that I discussed with him first of all.
Not to mention the fact, Ruby, that none of us have a personal out-of-game problem with him. For God's sakes, me and him are friends outside of the game, and he works for me in Netherworld Dragoons. And we do quite a bit of fucking silly adventures there, don't we, Lavitz?
Yeah.
We still need to finish that goddamn vampire quest.
I'm just making sure. Because, I don't know, I was hearing some bad stuff.
It's the same thing with me and Czar. I have no issue with Czar personally. Me and him are good friends. But I almost fucking killed Czar's character in Netherworld. But I have no problem with him here. We're separating each game and our relationships with the individual person. I like Kamiko. He's a funny, interesting guy. I have no problems with him. However, Shadowbolt, or Greymane, not Shadowbolt, Greymane, the horse, has this captain who is essentially treating everyone like trash, who is essentially, not worried about the people who died, even, when we're not in a life-threatening situation, who basically disregards most things when it comes to actually treating others with respect. And he's expected to sit there and work with this guy without any issues. That is where he brings up the issue.
Okay, I'm going to have to play devil's advocate here. Him not worrying about the deaths of those ones, the thing is, his priority is to keep the current crew alive, not endanger the current living crew over the corpses of the dead former crew.
And counterpoint to that, he could understand that if the fact was he wasn't bitching about it to me. Because he kept asking me, when are we going to do something about the bodies? When are we going to do something about the bodies? When it wasn't even my choice that made it to where we couldn't deal with the bodies immediately.
Yeah, well, he just doesn't want a disease to actually start up on the actual ship.
Yes, and I understand, but that does not mean he gets to bitch at me, personally, because we have a pile of bodies, and we went to do something else, because of what he asked us to do. This is the point I made earlier. He does not have the right to bitch at me for a pile of corpses in the fucking engine room, because we went to do something more important and survive rather than bury it then, because that was his decision. It was a necessary one, but that was but it was still his decision to make.
Yeah, because that's the captain's duty to do what's best for the living crew.
Exactly. So why is he bitching at me for it?
Probably because you kept bloody whenever he wanted to do something, you kept bloody challenging him on it.
No.
If you're gonna challenge somebody, you got to offer an alternative.
That's also true.
You can't just go, I disagree, fuck you. It's you have to go, I disagree, here's why, this is what we should do.
I've offered him multiple alternatives on the bodies. I did.
Yeah, and nobody made up their minds.
Yes, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Big question. Are we basically done with today's session?
I think so.
Basically, I'll give you what your scanners and stuff do. or whatever you guys want to do. Unless you guys want to do, well, technically there won't be another combat section since half the group's gone. But if you want to make repairs to the ship, try and do some other things on it, yeah, that's what this time's for.
I think I'm good. It was a nice session today, Lavitz, by the way.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun with it.
Oh, good.
I hope that I do get to steal some time away with you, as bad as that sounds, to do some stuff for Netherworld.
Yeah, well, this week has been really bad for my health.
Yeah, I know, man. And I hope you feel better soon.
Like, super bad.
Yeah, I know you've not really been doing that great these past few weeks. That's why I haven't really been bugging you about it, because I didn't want to bother you with it.
And I appreciate that.
Because I want you to be able to, rest and be able to, take your personal life. Your personal life comes first rather than the game. That's why I've not been bugging you about it. I mean, I'm hoping to do stuff with you, but I don't want you to try and do it at the detriment to your own health.
Yeah, well,
I do care about
I was going to do something with Ray on Thursday, but I just couldn't because on Wednesday my back started spasming, and then I ended up bashing my head on the freaking bedside table, which ended up giving me a migraine, so I couldn't. All I wanted to do was vomit for 2 days, and then before that on the Monday, you were stuck on the dunny the entire time, if I remember correctly. One of my polyps exploded in my stomach, basically. So I spent 2 days basically crapping blood.
Oh my god!
And I was in a lot of pain.
Yeah, I've not been trying to push you to do stuff like that. That's why, because I've known you've not been doing well.
Yeah.
And to reiterate that point, Ruby, none of us have any problems with each other. We all hope for the best. We have problems with the idiot moves that each character makes, but a character's decision is different from a person's decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kamiko's a good friend, I consider. He's a good friend in the Netherworld campaign, and we've come up with a lot of fucking crazy ideas there, and we do a lot of crazy shit here. Just because me and him disagree on shit to do here doesn't mean that, we have problems everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I haven't really seen anything bad that Kamiko has done.
Yeah, that is fair.
I haven't really seen any. It's not like he's going up to thing going, filthy, degenerate, fucking furry races. Why are you even alive? It's,
like you.
I haven't really seen him do anything like that.
No,
he's not really like saying you don't get to say anything because you're a horse.
No, he hasn't. But again, that's also separating character decisions from player decisions. I have no problem with how he's acting because I know it's a real fucking thing that happened. The character himself will probably be offended, but I have no issue.
I don't dislike furries, and he's a furry. I don't dislike furries. I just think they're stinky mongrels that are subhuman.
And hell, he actually likes you friggin' your character.
Yeah, she's mine.
Yeah, he's actually got respect for your character.
Yeah.
Like I said, Lawless, I'm not. Like I said, I have no issue with him or Kamiko. You know this.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the characters, not the people.
Yeah, as characters, though, would that not be up to interpretation by each individual based off of how they receive it? I mean, if I were to call you a cocksucking, mother-loving whore, you would probably sit there and, receive that differently, knowing our relationship rather than someone else.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, what has he done that's even close to that level?
Again, it's not directly actions he's taken. It's little things.
Like the only stuff that he said about that he doesn't like freaking furries has been out of character stuff. Like as far as your characters know, your characters have only known each other for you've basically seen each other across the room when you're bloody loading materials, and then basically you've been spat out of the hypersleep. So you guys are basically meeting for the first time.
To also be fair on that note, it is kind of difficult to tell sometimes with what's out of character and what's in character with him because he cuts out so much sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't think he's actually when like the only indicator that he doesn't really like furries or whatever was when Ruby and him were first exiting the pods, and he's like I step over the corpse and I'm like. He's like, wait, what kind of corpse is it? He's like, I'm like, it's a human corpse. He's like, well, then I politely step around it.
Yeah, that's true.
That was the only time he's actually shown anything like that. And even then, it was in character. He literally politely stepped around a split in half body.
There is also the fact that there has been other things rather than racism, because I never nailed it down to racism just. There are other actions that the character would disagree with.
Well, what has he done? He chose to go get parts to repair the ship before it falls to pieces and kills everybody.
The fucking, what was it? The, shooting the command console. That would be one.
He wanted to stop the alarms and he was hoping that it would stop the mechs.
Yes, and it did not work. And my character, he's not, I mean, I'm going to assume that being able to operate a mech doesn't immediately mean he's just stupid. He could foresee that there was other alternatives to try before shooting it. You know, we could sit there and go on all day about everything each little fucking character does wrong, but we'd be here all day complaining about little fucking things that in the long term don't.
Well, look at this way. This was a tutorial mission, so basically it didn't matter who made the first action. If you would have picked up a spanner off the floor, that would have triggered the sentry bots.
Again, I'm not. Weren't we supposed to be doing something?
No, I'm pretty sure the day's over.
Oh, yeah. I thought we had something planned.
I don't think so.
Not really. These things are more organic.
Yeah. To reiterate, I do not have any problem with Kamiko. You realize this, Lavitz.
Yeah, I know that. You've said that many times, and I understand that.
I don't know, I don't... For God knows why I feel like I keep having to defend myself, and I don't know why.
You don't have to defend yourself.
I know I don't, but it's the feeling that I get, and I don't know why. It's probably me being a stupid motherfucker.
No, you're not.
I kinda am.
Silly.
But no, Ruby. When we meet,
my main concern was
mutiny, we're not actually serious.
My main concern is that you were sounding serious. And I'm like, hey, that's
And
not
that's
cool. That's BM.
That's an issue with me, is because of my autism, which I told you I had. I'm not always able to. My sarcasm and my jokes don't exactly come across the same way.
That's okay. I was just making sure that there was no genuine, like, bad intent upon what is just another player.
I mean, even
that's all they are. They're just another player.
Allowed.
Well, yeah, but that'd be
it's
kind of
inadvisable, but it is allowed within. I mean, you know,
there's.
I don't think you were there.
Dick move.
For example, you know, I almost killed Czar's character. Almost.
Yeah, you already told me. Yeah.
I don't think I told you the surroundings about that, did I? Or
you just told me that you almost killed him, and I understand.
But the whole thing was, it was actually a complete misunderstanding. Because
yeah. But it happened organically, you know. I almost killed him. He managed to stop me and convince me relatively that his argument was at least feasible, and we stopped fighting. But the point is, it is technically allowed in the rules. So if we did want to get an immunity, it is within the realm of possibilities. Not necessarily likely to succeed, but still possible, because of how Lavas runs. But no, I hold no intent to sit there and commit a mutiny unless something really fucking bad happens because of him. Like, I'm meaning gets almost the entire crew killed because of his bad actions, and he has no remorse over them. That is when a mutiny is likely. But if Lavitz says is true, and he is dedicated to keeping the crew safe, then a mutiny is very, very unlikely to even begin, let alone to happen or succeed. My character can hate the captain's guts all he wants, but he still realizes that he's necessary. However, Kamika also does need to realize that if he does make a rad move, that is still something that is a possibility.
Hey, this is fine. This is a very fun session.
I had fun.
Yep. Sorry, we didn't get as much done as.
That was a good. That was a good time.
Yeah.
I will leave you all.
Alright.
No, never mind.
Later on I'll update in Space Dragoons, whatever. Like once I've made up some information stuff, anything new, just check on Space Dragoons every now and again, and I will mark it everybody or everyone on there, so then you don't have to keep coming back to it all the time.
If you want,
get you all.
Alrighty, Ruby.
This.
I will.
Night, Ruby.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
really
violin.
Oh yeah, I'm actually learning it.
Sweet.
I can barely play this.
Listen to the song "If You Still Believe," I think it's called. Just type in Legend of Dragoon if you still believe. See if you can figure out how to do that violin stuff. It's pretty cool.
Okay. I'll put that on my queue of 1,000 songs. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It's a pretty good song. It was just type in Legend of Dragoon if you still believe.
Dragoon,
I can try and work up a solar system map in Paint.
No, I'll make up something.
Alrighty,
Okay, I was just wanting to help.
Okay, night, Ruby. You have a good one. Alright, see ya. Either in a fortnight or Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'll either see you in a fortnight, or if I have to, one day I may have to actually put this on a different day to ordinary dragoons. So
okay.
Then
Any thoughts on how to prepare against
Right.
so then it's not fortnightly. Good night.
Night, Ruby.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, no, I had fun out of it.
Oh, good.
I think everyone did.
I don't think Ray did much.
Oh, Ray wasn't really here to do anything.
He was, but the others were talking a lot about different stuff, and we kept getting bogged down. It was almost like 10 minutes between each action.
Yeah.
So,
Who left?
Sid.
Oh. To be fair, that's kind of par for the course with how we do things.
Yeah, but they were talking about like space hogs. No, not space hogs. Road hogs and stuff like that. It was completely non-connected to the actual game itself.
Yeah, that's true.
Either way, I'm going to head off as well because
Alright, now let's.
it turns out that we've gone into daylight saving times here, so all my alarms went off an hour early, and I almost got no friggin' sleep at all because I'm not sure what it is. It's some kind of allergic reaction where my legs actually start swelling up and my foot becomes like almost a quarter bigger than it should.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it's like an allergic reaction. I don't know what the fuck it is. Either way.
Alright. I hope you feel better soon. I sent you 2 different images for the Naquita generator.
Yeah, I had a look at them.
Do you think either of those would be good, or do you want me to keep looking?
No, they should be good. I'll see what happens. If you can get one with a transparent background, like basically just the Naquita itself, without the white around it or the blocking around it, that's probably better. But There's no big thing in it. It's really just a prop on the page there.
I mean, I can try and do that quickly and, like, MS Paint, turn it into a PMG by cropping out that bit, if that would help.
It's up to you. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's just, if you do, just go around the line of it, so then it literally sits on a bit like what I've done with the ZPM.
Right. I'll do my best with it. I'll see what happens. And I want to help, be able to, actually help with the campaigns rather than just be a part of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know that Sid might be running a couple sessions in this one as well.
Well, I'm playing with her game currently.
Yep.
Where's the fuck?
Either way, mate, I've got to head off. I will talk to you.